everybody, I'm Morticia Noir, and welcome to Something Different. So, I had the fortunate pleasure to be invited to a D&D campaign run by Ratchet over on Ramble and Ratchet on twitch.tv. It features 4 other streamers plus myself. All of their links are going to be in the description below. Obviously, the first few streams are going to be early days with a little bit of scuff, but we honestly had a lot of fun, and I hope you really enjoy delving into the world that Ratchet created as much as all of us do. So, without further ado, enjoy!
Here's our intro scene, so you can see them sort of just like hopping around with their tokens. Yeah, so down there at the bottom is our little cast of characters that y'all will be able to meet officially in a minute. And then this is, this whole beautiful landscape is brought to you by the lovely folks at Tailspire, and this is their, I want to say it's a beta build of their software. It's on Steam. Check it out. They're not sponsoring me. I'm not sponsoring them. I just like it. It's cool.
Should we show them the dice?
No, please. Please don't do this to me. It let me build, well, I didn't build. I borrowed this from somebody, but it lets us have this whole absolutely gorgeous and very large city at my disposal that we can go into buildings. We have some beautiful atmosphere for them to just completely mess up.
Oh, absolutely.
This game is currently sponsored by no one, but we're open to as many offers as you want to give. Hello, friends. Welcome. This is session 1 of a whole new, brand new campaign. The world is of my own making. So if something seems weird, seems like it's maybe not the D&D you're familiar with, that's probably on purpose. I have, you know, a couple of home rules here and there, and if things come up, we'll explain as it goes. But, I mean, in terms of, like, ruling, we're playing 5th edition. It's D&D. We're gonna do all of our dice rolls just, like, in person, and they'll just let me know. I trust these 4 fools mostly. And I think it's going to be a good group. In terms of overall, this world, it is called Rynn. It is a decently old world. It has a history spanning back for a few thousand years that is recorded, at least. Though most of that recording is sort of limited to the last 500 or so years. And we'll get into some of that as we go along. But for now, our 4 little adventurers here are beginning in the city of Lascor, a walled city built into the side of a mountain not pictured. Use your imagination, guys. It is a city entirely encroached by walls. It is filled with tiers of city, starting from a palace at the very top, well, not at the top of the city, but not at the peak of the mountain. Underneath that is a ring where all of your holy people live, your churches. Below that, we have a place of markets, shopping, anyone who's a merchant, people who can just afford to live. And then we have your basic laborers in the fields down below. The fields also are walled in. There's about 2,000 acres of lovely orchards and grain fields where a lot of stuff is produced that is then sent to other cities within the empire, which I didn't mention yet. It is all run by a single emperor. He lives in a capital city far to the north. And then at the very bottom, there is the Undercity, where your criminals, ne'er-do-wells, and the mines are, because there's also mining out the bottom of the mountain. So that's a very basic setting overview. We'll get into more as we go. So we'll start us right off, and we will move over to roll a dice to see which one of you guys I want to pick on first. Little Miss Flora. It is first thing in the morning in the city. You are in the Gilded Goose Tavern, where your quarters have been purchased and taken care of indefinitely. How do you start your day? Tell us about yourself.
Well, I start my day like I always do. wind up my two toys, Ethan and Marcus, and I make my way to get some pie.
Going out to get some pie.
Sweets, muffins, sticky buns. That's what fills my belly.
All right. Well, heading down the stairs, the innkeeper, a young human man by the name of Henrik, smiles, gives you a wave, and also, says, "Little Flora, we have a bowl of food for you if you'd like it."
Is it pastries?
No, it's not pastries. Sometimes we need to eat things other than pastries.
That green stuff doesn't look natural.
The green stuff is the most natural.
If you've got pastries, I'll take that.
Well, he's like, "Well, I'll be right back," and he turns around and he runs out back into where the smells of hot food are, and it's a moderately sized inn. It's still pretty early in the morning. There's only like 3 or 4 people actually in there. There's a pair of men in the corner, heads down, having a quiet conversation over just a couple of plates of food. There's a very sleepy looking gnome in the corner. He's just kind of poking a fire or whatever. But a minute later, he comes back and he has for you a plate, and on the plate it's got a little muffin, and it has a bright yellow omelet.
She will take the plate entirely and go to find a table and sit. Thank you.
Of course, it's always on the house for you. Now, do you have any plans for post-pastry?
Once the sugar hits, explore.
Explore? Alright. Moving forward from there, we'll just, we'll cut back over in a minute, but we'll move on and say hello to Glam as well. So it is, once more, the day's beginning. Down in the Undercity is, pretty far down at this point. You're down here in your room on the side of a mine shaft, and hear the sounds of miners echoing off in the far distance. But it's morning. Day's yours. How do you start your day? Describe yourself if you don't mind.
Bonjour. My name is Clem Blair. I am, I guess, about 5'3". Very, very pale normally. I love very shiny, very outlandish clothing. And I am currently just very happy to be waking up for a new day. Does God need me, or do I get to have the freedom of the day?
Today is going to be on the quieter side. So it's looking like the day is yours. You do know that preparations are starting to be underway out in the city for a festival coming up in about 5 days. So there's going to be a little buzz going on, people setting up.
Ah, so we have some suckers coming into town, eh? As they walk out of their room. Good. Do you need me to pick up anything while I'm out?
And so, stepping out of your room, you are down probably about 100 feet or so, down a bit of a spiraling staircase that runs along this straight down shaft before you enter what would be the tavern prior.
All right.
But even stepping out, and as you call up, it does echo up. You hear a voice calling down, "Perhaps come upstairs before yelling out what you need to do."
Alright, you old hag. And as Glam makes their way up to the tavern, their form shifts.
And she's just waiting at the stairs, sort of, for you to come on up. And she stands still about a head taller than you. She's absolutely massive and just as built as a human can, well, not a human, built as can be. So she's right around 7.5 feet tall, Both sides of the head shaved, the rest of her hair pulled back in a ponytail. Nice pale skin. She's a pretty woman. Big old smile on her face. Gives you a clap on the shoulder, and she's like, can't hear that well. But what we can do for you is, and she picks up a big barrel and she hands it to you, sets it in your hands. And she's like, go up to the distributor, tell him we need 5 more of this.
You've got it. Anything else while I'm out?
Nothing I can think of. Tomorrow, chances are we'll need somebody on the bar, but for today, I got nothing for you. Get out of my hair.
If I get out of your hair, you'll lose about 5 more feet of it. Starts running.
She just sort of kicks a chair and goes back to what she's doing. It's a smile on the way out, though. So, but you're making your way up towards the city proper?
Sure am.
All right. Moving on, Mr. Zazel. Tell me, friend, how does your day begin?
Well, first I wake up and I have myself the best protein shake you can ever imagine. So I got to go to one of the shops there.
And now, still keeping your barracks room from the academy currently, you're actually in one of the upper tiers of the city, being tangentially connected to the church. So you have access, should you want it, to go to a very high-end establishment for your protein shake, or you could, head back down into one of the lower areas.
Okay, so a little backstory on Zazel. He actually usually cheaps out on things, and there's a reason why, but yeah, he will actually go down into the city to get his protein shake before he goes and does his daily workout. He has a match tonight that he really wants to be ready for, so.
Yes. Okay. So, the barracks are relatively quiet. At this point, most people have already kind of gotten up and gone to go do training, but as you were a legacy student, you can maintain your quarters here, but no longer, participate in the educational program as a graduate, so kind of wake up late and do as you need to do rather than crack of dawn with everybody else.
All right, perfect. Yeah, then Zazel keeps to himself for the most part, kind of just walks around avoiding people. He'll smirk when he sees them training on the fields because, he's happy he's done with those days. He can actually do real training now.
Yes, and out on the training field as you walk by, you can see an older man, pretty scarred up, shirt off, as Instructor Margrave is out there just sort of barking orders at a bunch of young men and women who are already just coated in sweat and exhausted. And he could give a single shit as he's just walking around, smacking them in the canes as they're smacking them with a cane as they're doing planks.
Hey, make sure they do their burpees, Margrave. Those are the best workouts. So I'm walking by.
Takes a second, looks at you, reaches down, grabs a stone, and hucks it at your head, full velocity.
Can I deflect missile?
Yeah, or just make a dex check for him. Oh wait, no, you're a monk. You can just do that.
Ooh, I rolled a 10, so that's 16.
Yeah, no. He hucks a rock at you that you just kind of quietly, not even looking back, reach up, grab, catch, snatch it right out of the air, and move forward with your day.
All right, now I have a rock. Beautiful.
Congratulations, you've acquired 1 rock.
All right, thanks, man. I needed this.
Fucking kids. Yeah, so you're heading down into the city itself. You can see already from the perch of the upper tier of the city, looking down, and it's a fairly good distance. It's probably another 70 feet from the edge of the top wall to the rooftops of where the markets are, with a solid staircase that leads cut into the side of the tier, heading down. And you can see people climbing up on the roofs, sort of trying to hang up some banners, get some streamers going. They're setting up. It's looking to be a fairly large festival.
I love this time of year. You said it's about a 70-foot drop?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna parkour down.
God help us. All right. Yeah. Make a dex check, or I guess acrobatics for that.
All right, cool. Okay, that would be 16.
16. All right. You just you know, you see the stairs, and you know it's probably, I don't know, a 10-minute walk to head over to where the main staircase leading into the market is. And you're like, nah, man, not my style. Hop right over that wall and just quickly start scaling down. Get about halfway, do a little flip, land on a pole sticking out, do another flip, land on the ground, 3-point landing. A couple of people down in the market stalls just kind of stare at you, like, what, why, and then move on with their day.
I'm gonna look at my non-existent watch and be like, "Oh yeah, that's a new record." You know you saw that, Miss Jones. You know you're impressed. And I'm gonna keep walking.
Both people looking around like, who's Jones?
They're definitely tired of seeing me do this every day.
And now, cutting a good distance down, we head another 100 feet. We've left the city proper, out into the orchards, across them, and all the way to the edge of the walls that guard the city of Lascor from all of the extensive wilds from beyond. And we are here with Gray, who it is the beginning of your morning. And how does it start for you?
Well, it starts with ending my shift. I'm tired, and I'm probably gonna head to bed after asking. Hey, Eli, do you need me to get anything for you before my shift is completely over?
Oh, well, so here's the thing. We do, in fact, we're gonna need a bunch of things this week. I'm
great.
gonna write up a shopping list, but if you need sleep, I do understand. Get some rest first, but I've got a whole list. We're expecting some actual visitors for the first time in, I don't know, a while.
No, that's it's okay. I can go do the shopping.
All right, and he's a good sized man himself. He's probably could lay off some of the mead, some of the cider. About 6 feet tall, and he's broad shouldered. A lifetime of work will do that to you, but he's also started to pick up a stomach to match those wide shoulders. But he reaches down from behind the bar and he pulls out like a little pad of paper and tears off the top page and hands it to you. And it's a list of varied things that he's looking for. Yeast. To arrange, there's a bottom, there's an additional like little parchment to hand off to a sugar vendor to get some additional sugar for them. Things of that nature, just stuff you need to run the business.
Do you, am I paying this out of my own pocket or
Yeah, right. And he goes and also reaches down and pulls you out a handy little bag of money.
All right. I hope you don't need this super fast, but I'll be back.
Take your time. We're mostly getting set up. We're not expecting visitors for a few more days, but better to be prepared.
What's the occasion?
Friday would mark the beginning of the week of triumph.
Oh, right. I forgot. I didn't realize that was already happening. I lose track of the days.
Well, it happens. You probably get some sleep when you get back if you can.
Yup. I'm gonna definitely do that. All right. I'll be back. And I guess I'm gonna go and head into town.
All right. You head out of the tavern down from your room, and it's a beautiful sunny day. It's probably like mid-70s, and this is a really nice climate to live in overall. We're looking at like close to 70 and sunny with a light breeze, nearly year-round. It gets cold for like a month, and even then, it's like San Diego cold, where it's like mid-50s. As you make your way up, it's probably about 30-40 minute walk to make your way into where the city itself is. Head up the stairs and on it up into the markets.
All right, and I'm just gonna go through my list.
Okay. Yeah, making your way.
Making my way.
Downtown walking fast, faces past and I'm homebound.
Okay.
I'm a seagull.
Don't sue us, please, for the love
I
of
couldn't
God.
help it. You started me.
Back to Flora. So as you sit down with your breakfast, do you eat everything on your plate or just the muffin?
She eats the muffin, and then the omelet, she kind of prods at it a bit with her fork, so it looks like a bite was taken out. But really, it's hucked onto the, like under her chair. And then once she hucks that piece of omelet under her chair, she gives it back and it's like,
I'm so full, I couldn't. The omelet was so good. I couldn't eat anymore.
Make a deception check for me there.
okay, it's a 3.
As he takes the plate back, he gestures over to where you were seated. He's like, I can tell it was very good. You know, it was, in fact, so good that that Mittens is currently having some breakfast herself. And he points, and there's just a cat slowly munching on the side of the omelet underneath the table.
I mean, it's too. You have to share it. It's so good. You have to share it. I'd be ashamed to keep it to myself. Here you
We
go.
will get you to eat something other than pastries. It is important.
You say this every morning.
We'll make progress, I promise. Your taste buds, they will change.
My brother said that too. No.
She's just gonna hand him the plate, and then grab her 2 dolls and make her way, outside.
Okay. Actually, right out front of the tavern that you are currently in, there are a couple of workers currently hanging streamers right from the front of it. And there are some additional shops that you don't recognize, sort of just like the startings of getting set up around the markets, because you're right there in the heart of it. And you've got some people setting up some firecracker stores, and you can see they've got some additional flowers sort of being carted down from up in the upper spires. Taking a look-see at that.
Yeah, she's gonna just kind of explore all that. Take a look at the firecrackers. Are those for sale?
I'll show you them.
And it's a small dwarvish man. So you know, I guess he's probably still about a foot taller than you, being that you are quite small. And he's like, you know, they are for sale, but do you have parents, perhaps? I'm not sure that I should be offering them to you.
What's a parent?
Your mom and dad? Or
I have these.
She'll take out her dolls and just.
These are my brothers.
oh,
They say I can have fireworks.
oh, do they now? So now I think that maybe should you come back later and your brothers have gotten a little taller, we can talk about it. But maybe not yet. We'll give it a couple of days. The celebration's still on its way out.
Okay. She'll look at the toys
Maybe I could do that.
and then just walk off and keep wandering through the different stalls.
And you know, being that you are sort of, you do a lot of walking through, like there are definitely places that are familiar with you. There's a smiley, like mid-60s woman that you know as Miss Bridget, who likes to give out cookies to you as you pass, and she's she's ready. Today's she's got some cookies with like a little nut in them that you're not necessarily the most familiar with. She hands you one as you walk by, gives you a smile.
Mrs. B, your cookies are phenomenal.
I'm glad you like them.
You knocked it. What's in this?
There's it's a beech nut cookie. We're trying something new.
It's like 3/4 of the way in her mouth as she's talking. Mostly inaudible, just noises. What should be, can I have another? But it's just whipped in her mouth.
Being relatively familiar as is, she's prepared a little bag with a couple more cookies in it for you. And she's like, now remember to space them out. It's a lot of cookie for a little old you, and that's the other thing. He's like, these are definitely larger cookies. Each one of them is close to your face size.
Perfect. Okay. Alright, she's gonna take the bag of cookies, give the old lady a hug, or as close as a hug as she can get.
Just kind of get some like shin hug action in there.
Uh-huh. And then carry on her merry way.
Okay.
Got 6.
You know, it takes a little bit of time for the rest of you. You each have made your way sort of towards where the market is. And now, Glam, you're setting up to find some people to play some games with. Now, this time of morning, there's not quite so many people out doing too much like dicing or card gaming. It's a little past, like, I'd say like 10 a.m. kind of time. But there's people out doing some shopping and things. What are you currently doing? What's your aim?
Glambler is going to start looking around, seeing where people kind of like to congregate in this area, and maybe using the barrel that they were given. Start to set up a small table where they can, at the moment, just do some card tricks to kind of entertain and potentially get somebody to come by and perhaps play some games.
All right. I'm gonna set up maybe a little performance check for me.
That is a 16.
16? All right. It doesn't take you long before you've got like a little makeshift table all set up. You just kind of butt planted on the ground and board on the barrel kind of situation.
Yes, indeed.
All right. And you know, once it's all set up, you're doing a couple of card flourishes, flipping some cards, spinning some cards, doing as you will. Getting everything all situated. And it doesn't take long before a couple of people kind of step in, step back, see what you're doing. A couple of people drop just like a couple of coins in appreciation of the show, as it were, as they kind of walk by. You know, like maybe 5 copper, a silver here. Nothing crazy.
Anybody looking for a game?
But an older man who looks like probably could use some sleep, and maybe a little ragtag himself wanders over and is like, I could get a game. What are we playing?
Do you want cards or do you want dice?
Let's play some cards.
Alright, we're gonna play some 5-card ante then.
All right. So set that up, and are you playing just like a regular game of cards?
He looks a little bit tired. He looks like he's one of the common working people. Glam's not going to. Glam's going to just use their regular cards.
Alrighty. Yeah, just roll a d20 for me.
That's a 9.
9. You know, this old man, he's got a pretty stone face. I think maybe the tiredness sort of helps it, because you want to get a read, and you're like, I'm not sure if he thinks he's doing well or if he's falling asleep standing up. But turning the cards over, and he's got ya.
Ratchet, what did I tell you about self-inserts?
Yes, that's actually the secret to being good at poker is if you fall asleep at the table, they'll never know if you're bluffing. Or they'll kick you out. It might be that. But yeah, he gives you a smile and a wave and sort of shambles off after a minute.
Have a good day, sir.
He just, maybe he nabbed the that silver that was dropped off for you.
All's fair when the cards play. Anybody else want a game? We got cards, we got dice.
Cards and dice. Now, Flora, if you witness this, would you go over and attempt to try and play a game?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, you see him over there as you make your little exploration through the city.
Yeah, she'll make her way over.
I'll play cards.
Oh, little lady, how are you doing today? You want to play some cards with me?
Yeah.
Do you know how to play 5-card ante? It's okay, I will teach you.
Okay.
So we'll just start setting down the cards. Going to basically teach the rules as I go along.
Yeah, and I would say, it's not like a super complex game, and you're
Not at all.
very bright for a small child, so it doesn't take much for you to really get a grasp on it. Kind of work from there. You guys want to, roll for that. See, I don't know how much you want to put up. I know that you have a fairly sizable little pouch of coins at your waist.
Glam, technically, because this is a small child, would not at least bet with them at least on the first game.
Standards.
They'd feel bad about it.
At least not on the first game.
Just the
Second
first
game, however.
Game 4
It's
or
all.
5? No, man. I'm gonna scam this child.
You knew the rules.
This on you now.
What am I rolling?
That is such a neutral stance, too.
19.
Are you sure you never played this before? Natural 1.
Uh-huh. Guess I'm just you're a good teacher. I can learn.
Trying not to blush at that. Like, nobody's complimented Glam like that for a very long time. At least nobody that they know anyway. Would you like to keep playing?
Okay.
And she's gonna look at her doll for a second, whisper to it, and then look at him, and back at the doll, and then back at him. Like trying to formulate an idea. And then just be like,
If I win, can you do something for me?
I think I can do. But if I win, you can do something for me?
Okay.
Yeah, give it another roll. I guess it's up to you. You can, considering you pick up on things real quick with your intelligence, you can roll this and add your intelligence if you'd like to.
okay. It's a 6.
Heaven or hell, let's go! I got natural 20.
Oh, and she's just gonna you see the briefest little pout, and her cheeks puff, but then she just looks up at him and sniffles, and it's like,
You're right. I
Okay,
lost.
the cards give and the cards take. You know what? You do something for me, I'll do something for you. How about that?
Okay. Me first.
Absolutely, you are the first win of the game.
and she's gonna take his hand and try to lead him back to the fireworks stand.
So she half drags you over to the fireworks stand. One, you notice she's pretty strong. A lot stronger than you would expect
Yeah.
for someone who's comes to your knee.
Just whoa!
As you get over there,
while
there's
she's-
just a
While
a
she's
bald dwarf, Blackbeard, looks up at you. Hello? What can we do for you? And then he catches, oh, it seems you do have someone with you.
Uh-huh. You said I came back and they were taller. So, how much?
And he kind of eyes you, Glam. Hey. So, you trust to be able to buy fireworks for the young one here?
As he was walking, as he was being dragged by this tiny little child, just was consuming the accent that she was using. Yes, of course. She is my little sister after all.
Oh, well, I guess you do have brothers after all. So we have a number of things here. And he pulls out a couple of little samples of different fireworks he has. It's like, we have just standard firecrackers. And he holds up like a sack. He's like, or the big firecracker satchel. Don't stand this one when it goes off. And then we have these, and he puts up a couple of, like, essentially pipes on a stick. He's like, these are meant to be fired directly into the sky. They'll go up and they make some colors and a boom.
I'm going. Lamb's trying to hide. Just they've never actually seen fireworks before this. Really, like there have been festivals, but they've not been allowed out during them because of working in the tavern. So this is very new to them, and their eyes just keep widening further and further.
She's gonna look over at Lamb and then look back at the fireworks and just look at him again and go,
The big satchel?
Very quietly. "Eh?" There's the twinkle in their eyes right now.
We want the big one.
Those will run ya about a gold apiece.
which one do I have?
You are less brokety broke than your sheet currently says. You have an allowance, as it were, that you've been sort of accumulating little by little.
Okay. Well, she will take out a gold of her little thingy and hand it over to him. And just place it there. High enough on the little counter. And just expectantly wait for her fireworks.
And
How many of these bags does he have?
he's got a pile of them. I mean, he's got crates in the back full of miscellaneous fireworks of different kinds.
Yes.
Glam wants to put down 5 gold for them.
Oh my god.
I know these are all for the firecracker satchels, or are these? You're looking for different things?
At least one of each.
Well, firecrackers are a couple copper apiece, 2 copper per firecracker, but the satchel's a bit bigger and packed to the brim. And these tubes, and he points it to him again, he's like, 2 gold for each one. They come in, blues, greens, yellows, and a red.
One each of the big ones. Or one each of... yes.
Yeah, 8 gold worth of large firecrackers.
Yes, this purchase will not come back to bother me, I know it.
Definitely not. And he looks more than a little conflicted that he's handing a large bag of firecrackers to a small child. But he's like,
Don't worry, my friend. We will be very responsible.
please see that you do.
I'm just imagining the child open mouth breathing now, like.
Just vibration, just because she's also got sugar in her system, so it's very much the she could lift off or the firecracker could. You don't know which one's gonna happen first.
Ooh.
Don't set that off indoors. Or near indoors.
Good to know.
Preferably on stone. 10 feet away from any structure.
That's very specific.
And if you could, wait till the festival. That's when most people will be setting them off.
Okay.
Both just doing the face.
Yeah.
Two sheltered children at the fair.
The child met the child.
Child met the adult child.
What do you mean I can buy deep fried Oreos?
What?
Let's go. Once they're done buying the fireworks, she will turn to him and tilt her head and just ask.
What do you want?
Shit, I was supposed to get something from you, wasn't I?
Uh-huh.
Mostly I just want some help carrying the... I'm supposed to be picking up some more barrels for my, my boss. Like, one's heavy enough, but 5, oh my goodness. That's gonna be a bit.
I'm good at carrying things.
And she'll go over to help him.
Just the way you dragged me, that's... Glayman had some other idea entirely, and then you pulled them, and they're like, oh shit, let's change plans.
It's like, oh goodness, as it turns out, this child is stronger than me. You know that there's a preferred distillery that would be used, but looking at this barrel, it's got the marks of the Shaded Apple Tavern to go and pick up some more things from.
We're going to the Shaded Apple to pick up some more of, whatever's in this barrel.
Now, actually, make like a history check for me.
That's 13.
13? So you're familiar, sort of like thinking on it for a minute, you recognize it's all the way out past the orchards. And there is a distiller out there that makes both meads and hard ciders that can be produced and sold. But it's a hike. It's about a 30-minute walk both ways across the orchards.
We're going out to the orchards. Try not to pick up too many apples on the way. They don't like that very much.
Those aren't sweet enough.
And she'll follow him.
And now, Gray, panning back over to you, as you make your way into town. You've got your whole checklist.
I'm gonna start going through the checklist.
So yeah, yeast, sugar, most of this can be a common, just, like, there's a couple of basic general goods stores you're familiar with, you've been to before. It's not too big of a deal. And as you actually arrive up into the city proper, it's rounding like, I don't know, about 11 a.m. at this point. But all 4 of you from wherever you are in the city, you all hear individually sort of a loud voice kind of coming from nowhere that you can pinpoint specifically, and then a white light up in the sky, and then a couple of moments later you see the light sort of coalescing into the torso and like essentially like a glowing, almost like a magical bust of a bearded man, probably mid-50s. His hair is oiled and slicked back and pulled into a ponytail. Beard neatly kept. A pair of little half-moon spectacles across his face, and he goes, "Good morning, citizens of Lascor. It is I, your humble governor. I have great and exciting news for you. As you all know, this week we'll be marking the 444th annual celebration of the Day of Victory, after a week of terrible sorrow. And so, we will be feasting, we will be celebrating, we will be opening up many great tables all around the market ward so that all of our citizens can eat well. But in addition to our great celebration that normally happens, we have even better news. This year, for the first time since even before I have begun, our glorious emperor himself will be coming here with some of his soldiers to do an inspection of the city and partake in our special legacy. So, I ask you all, please, be your best, do your best. We will be sending people around to inspect, check everything out, and make sure our city is the best it can possibly be. And with that, it fizzles off away. And almost immediately you see that there's sort of like a nervous energy to everyone who's sort of out. They start kind of picking up things, tidying up their shops as much as they can. And you know that the festival is still a few days out, but it's a significant thing for them to come up here and check that all out. And you also know that inspections from the local soldiery don't always mean that it's a positive experience. So there's sort of that nervous, like, oh, everything's got to be perfect kind of atmosphere in the air. Having worked in the tavern, you know, Gray, that typically having the soldiery kind of come through means it's a thorough inspection. They're checking ledgers, they're checking quality, they're making sure nothing is bad. And equally importantly, they're conducting interviews with anyone they deem necessary of doing a check over on.
Yup. Gray is going to frown up at the message and then hurriedly make his way towards the general store to get the things that they need, just to head back as soon as possible.
All right. So it doesn't take long to pick up everything you need. The only thing that takes maybe a little time is going over to the group that you have to hand the charter to. But even that, you know, within the hour, your tasks are complete and you're ready to head on back, even more exhausted than you were previously. So you're just, your goal is you're heading right back to the tavern?
Yeah, I'm gonna head as quickly as possible back to the tavern. I hate being in the main proper area.
All right. And Zazel, so now that you're down in the town of Prior, so you were going to grab yourself like a bit of a protein breakfast?
Yeah.
Now, is there maybe like you know that there's a number of taverns throughout the city, but you're looking for one that's relatively on the cheap?
Yeah, and typically I found that going to the orchards outside usually helps out.
Yeah, that's not a bad place to start. It's a lovely place. Specifically, like the Shaded Apple is great. You do know it's a vegan organization, well, a vegetarian organization, primarily by limitation of just what they have access to. You've been there before, and you know that the proprietor is always fond of saying, "They're welcome to it, but 2 eggs maximum, no more."
Perfect. Well, I'm going to take this opportunity to do a little jogging. So I'm going to be running that way, and I'm assuming I'm going to walk past the child and Glam.
Based on the time from when you headed there, you might actually beat them out.
To make the interaction happen, I'm going to get a little sidetracked by some of the baubles and stuff. Mornings aren't usually a big breakfast time for me, so I'm just looking around, seeing what they got in the shops. Cause I like the festival time. You know, there's going to be a lot of events that I'm going to shine in. I get the little announcement to be your best, and go, I'm already the best.
Oh my god.
No.
Oh no.
Yes.
I say it out loud.
I love and hate.
I'm here for this.
Yes, Zazel, you're headed that way, and you know it works out for you because you know that, like, I mean, you have breakfast out in there. It is good. It's hard to really get like a good jog in within the city limits. I mean, it is relatively cramped. The city itself is, you know, space is at a premium. It's been built up, but you have a limited amount of places you can really jog. That's sort of barreling into somebody. So going out into the orchards, like, you know, every once in a while you might try to like jump over a person or run through a person, but it usually works out in your favor.
Yeah, if they don't move, I just knock them over.
Just like that long-haired orchard menace guy. Keep him out of the orchards when we're working.
He told me to stop playing jump over the person, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Yeah, I'll make my way out of the gate, and I'll waste just enough time to cross paths with those two.
You know, moving at the pace that you do, it doesn't take you long before you've sort of hop, skip, and jumped your way through, you know, the passing crowds, the morning shoppers, people either headed out into the orchards themselves to do, you know, their day's toiling or work, or any of the folk who are headed down beneath the city into the mines to sort of kind of dig and smash and, you know, continue acquiring ore that is needed. As you know, most stuff in the city doesn't stay in the city. It's all shipped via a network of portals up on the top tier of the city, so that it can be distributed throughout the other walled cities or, haven cities of the Empire.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, headed out, you do see on the road there are a couple of other figures. You see a man and what appears to be his child or someone quite small walking with them out on the same path that you would normally take to head out to the tavern.
Would I recognize Glam at this point? I don't know if we ever established if we have a backstory or not.
It depends really on whether you've seen this form or not.
Are you just in your straight changeling form, or?
No, I'm currently Jarrett the human.
Oh, Jared the human.
It might be that Glam would recognize you, but maybe not vice versa.
Honestly, with my background of being a athlete, a lot of people would recognize me. That's like one of my abilities. Let's see. When visiting any settlement within 100 miles from where you grew up, which is here, there's a 50% chance you can find someone who admires you. It's willing to provide information or temporary shelter. I have groupies.
Local sports star.
Local, yeah, I'm an athlete, is what it came down to. That's why I'm a boxer. I fight in the lower rings. I was trying to bring myself up to the higher rings, but I'm just so bored of fighting these weak people that I want to go on adventures. So that's his story.
Yeah, I mean, as he approaches Glam, you would recognize him as somebody you've definitely put money on from a time to time.
Yeah, the one time I put money on somebody else, I lost a lot of it.
Undefeated, 9-0 right now, baby.
What's he doing traveling down this road?
Well, I always go through here. I get some, that real grumpy guy that walks around in the tavern, got purple tips on their hair. Well, I go in that tavern and I get myself a breakfast every morning. They make the best shakes, I promise you.
What's a shake?
It's like a drink, but it's got like eggs in it. Describe it real poorly.
That does not sound very nice at all.
Why are you following a little kid in the woods?
She's helping me out.
It's a little suspicious, don't you think? Sweetie, blink twice if you're not safe.
He helped me get fireworks.
What the?
Hmm?
You have fireworks?
Yes. Big satchel.
All right. Here's the deal. I'm gonna get real close. I'm gonna get down. Here's the deal, Squirt. I'll make sure that this man doesn't touch you, but I need to be able to play with some fireworks.
I only bought fireworks for myself. He bought like five different kinds. Should get his fireworks.
So you're saying I'm not allowed to play with the fireworks?
Not my fireworks.
What if I let you throw this and I'll pull out my golden discus?
Mm,
And you'll say I'm suspicious.
I want to play with the fireworks, all right?
Look, how about this? You help me and her carry back these barrels, and we can all play with the fireworks, eh?
All right, that's a deal. I'll give you a firm handshake.
Oh, jeez.
I'm not sure what your strength is at. My strength actually is not that terribly high. It is a 13.
It is a 12.
Yes, I'm slightly stronger than you.
Can I give you a handshake?
I'm going to very gingerly give you a handshake. It's nice to meet you. What's your name, little girl?
Laura.
She shakes
Oh
her
my
hand.
God! What the? We've been feeding this kid.
I eat mainly pies and muffins.
It's fascinating because it's one of those things where, like, she doesn't weigh very much, right? So, like, when she grabs your hand, you could tell it's extremely firm, but, like, you could probably lift your arm and her arm would stay straight as she held your hand.
I'm just above
You
him.
been flagpoling.
I am just imagining the old Flintstones cartoons with Bam Bam.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. Perfect.
All right, well,
So-
we need to talk to you about proper dieting and exercise because you got some promise. You could be a good fighter. Just not all that sugar. That's not a good thing, especially when you reach about. How old are you? And I'm gonna look at Clam. 40. Yeah, 40 years old.
I am 21, thank you.
Oh,
I can show you what you would look like at 45.
you're younger than me. I don't know how that happened.
Glam's
Maybe
gonna,
you should stop eating sugar too.
Glam's gonna shift to look like Zazel, but like 45 years old.
Am I still hot?
I mean, a
guess
little bit, but you're like,
It depends how he decides to interpret 45. You could
Did
be
you
like
take
a
me as
fit
chubby?
45. You could be like George Clooney, who aged gracefully entirely, or you could be, somebody who's by 45 the hairline is deeply receded, the abdominal muscle has slowly faded
You can have a
into
little-
abdominal fat.
you're gonna have some guts. You're gonna have a little bit of receding hairline. Definitely a lot of crow's feet.
Like a beard that even at 45, there's just like patches that haven't grown all the way in like they're supposed to.
Hey, I feel attacked.
Whereas me at 45 will continue to look exactly the same.
That would be nice if I was human.
So the Angel of Death moniker is not that far off, eh?
Yeah, I think I could use a little toning up in the core, the hairline. I don't think that's gonna happen. I heard my dad had great hair. But also, how you doing that? You doing magic?
Yes, let's call it the magic, shall we? And just shifts back to Jared's form.
All right, you got a license for that magic?
Is a license needed?
I'm gonna pull out a thing that's wrapped around around my neck. It's kind of like almost like a lanyard, but like old timey, and it's got like a little certificate or like a license on
It's
it.
actually so it's a stone.
Oh, the stone.
It's thinly cut, like a solid stone, and on it is the carved. It's a tree with like a bright star sort of shining light down from the top of the tree, carved into the front of it, and it's the symbol of the god of the sun on this lanyard. Or,
Hey, it's not
I
that
guess this
old.
stone. And it denotes that, yes, you are legally allowed to use magic within the city limits, or in general.
Haha.
Yeah, what I'm gonna recommend, honestly, I don't care about their rules. Just don't do their magic in front of like peacekeepers or like any of the cops. They'll absolutely question you and possibly fine you.
There's no way they can find me. Trust me on that.
No, not fined, fine, as in money.
Oh, they can never find me to find me.
I mean, they got some really. I mean, I've worked with the boys there. They're and the girls. They're pretty tough. So just don't cause any too much trouble. Because I'm not gonna help you. I'm just gonna let it happen.
I mean, if I lose money, all I'd have to do is bet on you again, eh?
Yeah, you're right about that. That's a good way to get some money back.
And Glam, I mean, having been around, playing at various tables, and you've seen rough and tumble before, especially living in the Undercity. They don't come down there very often. Once in a while, like you recognize there are normal city guard, and they patrol on the daily, and then there are the actual folks who are in charge of policing the magic. So like you would be familiar at very least that it can be a problem, because they're scary folk. Typically, they remain masked the majority of the time. They wear these thick woolen robes, but you can see underneath it they are firmly armored and always carrying at least 3 or 4 rather wicked-looking weapons.
That, my friend, is why I always run. If you do not need a fight, it is not necessary.
So you're going here for barrels, you said?
We are getting
Yeah.
some. We are getting some more booze for the tavern I work at.
Oh, which one do you work at?
Do you know Gur?
Gur?
Yes, Gur.
No, I don't know them.
You would love to meet them. I assure you. They are just the absolute pinnacle of beauty.
I don't know if I believe that, but we'll see, because I've seen all the beauty the city has to have. I would know Gur if they were pretty.
I mean, to be fair, they are second only to me. So there we go.
I mean, you're cheating. You're using magic. That doesn't count.
Yes, magic. We.
So, Gray, making your way back, I mean, this group is also sort of... You're probably like, I don't know, 50 or so paces behind them after they had sort of paused, stopped, crouched down, had a chat before continuing their walk. So, you've sort of just witnessed this display without rather really kind of jumping into it. I don't know if you'd stay out in the way or what. How are you reacting? What are you doing?
Is he behind us?
Yeah.
So yeah, like that gray person with like, why are they called gray? Your hair's purple. You should be called purple, right? Am I right?
Honestly, I'm just gonna continue on my way. I don't really care what they're doing. And that freaking one dude constantly comes to our tavern, and I'm the only one who knows how to make his stupid shakes. And they're so gross. So I'm just gonna hurry back there.
By the time everyone has arrived back up towards the tavern, it's a pretty quaint, cute little place. It sits right along the wall of the actual city itself. It's a little two-story affair, a couple of extra rooms, a little fenced-off area to the side where there's a garden. You can hear the quiet clucking of some chickens off in the distance as they're sort of doing their own thing. And the doors open. Looks like business is just kind of going as it goes.
Patricia, have you been here before?
You talking to me or the squirt?
I said Patricia. Yes, the little one.
Oh, okay.
Have I been there before? I don't think so.
I would say probably not. Your little path kind of keeps you relatively close to where you go.
Okay.
No.
You are in a treat. The bartender here, they are very dour. They do not seem to be very happy, so we will go in and we will make them smile.
This I have to see. There's no way you're getting them to smile.
Yeah, if I had a way to start.
Gray is listening into this and a little lost because they're very friendly in the tavern, and he's pretty sure they've been smiling this whole time. But it has been a long night, so maybe the muscles aren't working quite right. Who knows?
I think to Glam, it feels like it's a forced smile.
I'm customer service smiling.
Our insight check's just too good for your customer service voice.
Eli, I have the I'm just gonna put the stuff in the back. And I'm gonna walk into the back rooms, but before I head back there, I'm gonna look at I'm sorry, is it Zazel?
Correct, yes.
I'm gonna look at Zazel, and I'm gonna like, do you want the normal with 2 eggs?
Yeah, that'd be great.
All right, I'll yep. And I'm just gonna walk in the back.
It is the thing you make for him is complex and truly foul. You take like a stone cup, and the first thing you do is you put in a handful of actual rocks. You crack 2 eggs, throw in some oats, a little bit of milk, and some diced fruit. And then you cover it, you shake it until the stones have broken everything down, and then just strain all of the rocks and excess particles out, and then provide him that frothy fruit, egg, and oat shake.
You see, you say that's bad, but like if you throw a little milk in there, that's actually pretty good. A little honey.
Yeah, well, and so it does have a little milk and honey to it.
I would drink that in real life. Hey, thank you so much. You know, you look a little tired. You all right?
You know I do the long night shift, right?
Well, why?
Because we're 24-hour.
You actually get a lot of customers in the night?
You would be very surprised.
Yeah, you get your yep. And I'm just gonna turn around and I'm just gonna sit down at a table and ask Eli for some eggs so I can eat some breakfast before going to bed.
Yes, and Eli is actually behind the bar currently, and he's sort of just been kind of quietly watching this. There's a part of him that feels sort of just amused to see you actually interacting with anyone who isn't him, or like not using your bartender customer service space. And so he's just sort of allowing all of this to transpire as it's going to. And as you take a seat, he goes back behind and he pulls out a fresh piece of apple pie and sets the rest of the pie right up on the bar top and brings you over pie instead of eggs.
He gets it.
And I am just gonna be like, "Yep, that's actually what I wanted," and I'm gonna eat the pie.
Who gets what?
Where
Would
did
speak
you-
to the little one.
Where did this come from? I've never been here when you served that.
We always have pie. You just gotta ask. Everything here is made with apples for the most part.
I just know about you
Pears,
telling me
too.
these things.
We're the shaded apple.
We do make pear stuff.
Oh.
Pairs of what?
And then I'm just gonna take another bite.
Pear brandy. It's the 5th thing on the menu. And he points up, and there's 8 beverages listed on the menu.
I could have sworn that was 2 things.
I get it.
He just shakes his head. He doesn't even. And he sees you, Flora, and he just kind of quietly cuts you a small piece of pie and slides it to you. He's like, "Here."
She had her hands up as soon as the pie was on the table, doing the uppies motion. Just me.
The uppies.
Could Glam help her into a chair?
With the gimme hands.
Just to give me
It's like
hands.
alarming to me because I'm picturing somebody just like a little bit bigger than my 1.5-year-old nephew that is also capable of like functionally wielding weapons,
Yep.
and it's just so concerning.
Is very big concern, yes.
She will take the slice of pie, but not sit there. She's gonna walk over to Gray. And how long is your hair?
It goes down to about my right I guess my waist.
Okay. Well, she's going to, without asking, touch the bottom of your hair and look over at Zazel, and she's gonna be like,
He really is purple.
Yeah, I don't
Yup,
know how he did that.
small child. Don't. You should ask before touching.
Do you want to touch my hair?
Not particularly. No. But thank you for the offer.
Okay.
and she's gonna place her plate right beside Gray's plate.
Oh, yep. Okay. That's.
All right, looks like we're having a party over here, and I'm going to get over
Oh,
the chair. We're gonna
God.
sit like the back of the chair is to my chest, like the cool kids do.
Gray is eternally screaming. Just so you all know.
Picture
Lamb.
that meme.
It's just like, well,
Could the 4 of you each individually make a perception check for me?
oh shit, here we go.
Can do.
Perception.
All right. Well, we'll see how bad my perception check is before I say
That is
that.
a natural 1!
I saw that. I got a 9.
I got a 12.
16.
A 16.
So go like, it's not every day you got a champion in your tavern. Oh wait, yes it is, because I come here every day.
Yep.
Lance
Yeah,
is
you
shuffling
do.
shuffling their deck right now.
Even Eli is like,
You definitely come every day.
Yeah, you know, I got to get that mile run in, and then I got to go do my workouts, and I do that usually. I do it in the fields, but I don't break anything. I promise.
Really now?
Sounds tiring.
I know you don't break anything. I would know if you did.
Why does it sound like there is a button there?
There's no but. I just would know.
How do
Yeah,
you
today I'm gonna help these two out. Their scrawny arms aren't able to pick up all the barrels, so that's how I'm getting my workout today. I'm sorry, little
Oh.
one. I didn't mean to cut you off.
It's okay.
And she just kind of stares at you for a moment, and then looks at
I am pretty sure
Gray.
she lifted you off the ground, good sir.
Turning to Gray, she's just like,
How do you get him to understand that eggs means pie?
At the very least, they mean scrambled. Oh, easy.
What?
You said eggs, he gave you pie.
Oh, yeah. That's just. Eli knows that I prefer pie. It's been a long night. I'm just Yep. I'm just gonna take another bite of pie.
I'm still very upset that you never offer me pie when I come here.
You've never asked for pie.
Nobody ever tells me there is pie.
We have a sign that says we have pie.
To be fair, there is a sign that says pie.
It's at the bottom underneath all of the liquors.
Ah, I could have sworn that was a mixed drink.
Partially covered up by liquor bottles, I'm assuming.
Oh no, it's a hanging sign that's been hand carved.
Ah, beautiful.
I made the sign myself. It's
Look, it is a tavern. I usually assume that most of the things on the sign are going to be booze.
but you know we have eggs.
Yes, and I know those don't go into drinks.
They can.
They
And
really shouldn't.
yep. Anyway, I'm just gonna slowly slide out of the chair that I'm in, with my half-eaten pie, and head towards the location of my room.
So yeah, your room would just be kind of up the stairs. You've got a little room at the corner of the hall up there. Well, relatively modest. You know, it's probably like 12 by 10 kind of
It
thing.
was definitely great talking to all of you. I'm just, oh man, so tired. And yep. And I'm gonna start heading up the stairs.
You're a great smile. I wish you to know that. You have a good sleep, okay?
Thank you.
Yeah, I told you couldn't get a smile out of her. Or him, sorry.
I want you all to know that Gray definitely tried to smile at them going up the stairs.
I mean, that is why Glam, complimented it.
It's one of those like smiles.
Is it a creepy smile or like the awkward bumped into a person
Oh,
smile?
no. Have you ever seen, what is it called? Gugure-san?
oh my god. That fucking
Gugure
anime.
Kokurui-san. There we go.
That's not even a smile what she does. Her face just turns into the
Yes.
emoticon.
That's what I meant.
Oh gosh.
It's so good.
So within, you make it up to your room, and the rest of you hear it, and even you know it's not a big tavern, so you can hear minutes later, sort of like the thumping of boots on wood as a trio of guards kind of make their way into the tavern.
In their way.
Oh,
And the two in the back kind of just stop by the door and pause. And the one in the front, he is probably like 5'8", kind of got a little bit of a weaselly face, with a nice smile. He's like, Eli, inspection time, I'm told. We gotta look some things over. Everything, in fact. And starts, kind of making his way over to the bar. And he has like a little scroll with a checklist of all of the things they have to mark off and kind of go through.
just remember, Eli, I do need 5 of those barrels.
Well,
A girl
I
will
guess,
have my head.
hang out for however long this is gonna take, and we'll get them to you right afterwards. Can't be impacting the ledgers, I guess.
You could just say that there are 5 less here, and there will be 5 more over at Gers.
It's better if we wait, and I take a look at everything first. And he goes,
Rugs.
and just makes his way up behind the bar and starts kind of combing through like the bottles as well. And one of the 2 guards by the door walks over to the 3 of you, and you're the only people in the tavern this time of day, because around noon it's quiet in there. Like most people are having to go out and they take care of working in the orchard or working in the pretty sizable grain fields off to the other side of the fields outside like the inner wall of the city. But so they got he's another guy. He's a little broader, a big toothy grin, but he's missing at least one tooth in the bottom. And he walks over, scarred up on the face a little bit. So yeah, what brings everyone here in the middle of the day like this? Not out working, are we?
I was already on my way to just pick up some of the brandy to take back to Gers, that is all.
Oh, to Gers, then.
Oui.
Just doing my morning routine, brother. You know me. I go out in the barracks a little later than everybody every day, but I got a fight later today. I got to get ready for it.
I can't say I do know you, actually.
What, do you not watch sports around here? Come on. I'm the up-and-coming athlete of the year. Zazel, ring a bell.
Glam just smiles.
I don't play the bell.
My friend, you need a night off then.
He is very good at what he does. I will give him that.
Tell that to the captain. No.
Although for some odd reason he likes to drink eggs.
Straight shot of protein right to these muscles, and I'm gonna flex just a little bit.
Oh my god.
I like to drink eggs too, but I just crack them and drink them.
Ew.
Oh man, I never thought of that.
What is wrong with you people?
Ew.
Eggs are supposed to be scrambled. They're over easy, fried. Anything but raw. It is.
And the gentleman up observing the bottles, he's like, "Now, Eli, I'll need the ledgers as well, if you wouldn't mind." And he goes and grabs those, so he starts pouring over that. And the bit of the oath that's by you, does everybody have licenses should they need them? Minus you, of course, little one.
I am used no magic. I am perfectly fine.
Yep, got mine right here, and I'll show it.
Oh. Okay. Good. No magic, you say?
No magic whatsoever, good sir.
What do you do at Gers?
I am the cook and the bartender.
All right. Could you make a deception check for me too while you're at it?
That is an 11. There's no magic here.
Okay, that's good. You know how it is. Gotta make sure.
No, I understand completely.
All these high folk coming in. Got everybody all on edge.
I know, right? They are always so uppity. Always making trouble for us who have to actually work down here. But I get it. They need to look good.
Yeah, well, looking good means I don't get another break until the end of next week.
Oh, my poor friend. Perhaps once the week is over, I will buy you a drink, eh?
Okay, I don't want an egg drink though. That sounds like there's better things we could do.
Oh, really? What do you have in mind?
I don't know. Other beverages. I like whiskey.
Ooh, a good whiskey is always nice, yes?
Um. But the other gentleman looking over the ledgers is like, now is there anyone else here right now, Eli? We also will need to do, an inspection of the grounds and interviews with anyone who might be here. You hear Gray from upstairs or from downstairs. You hear Eli give you all like, Gray.
Oh, Gray.
You're gonna hear the thump thump sound of Gray just leaving their room.
I thought that was him rolling off of his bed.
Yeah, well, that too, definitely. And just slowly coming back downstairs. Yep, I'm still... You need something, Eli?
And the other gentleman looks over at you and he's like, nothing too much to worry, just standard issue interviews. Gotta do our due diligence.
Yep, that time of year. At this point, Gray is doing... You know when somebody's real tired and they're just trying to keep their eyes open and they're like, the one eye is staying blinked closed longer than the other? That's what's happening.
Yeah, my eyes can almost focus look.
I do not want to be called out like that.
It's... Gray was basically already on the verge of passing out, even though he had just walked upstairs. He's tired.
You just literally walked upstairs while
yeah,
tired as is, and now you have to come back down. Of course you're tired.
Yeah. And he takes a look and he's like, so you work here, yes?
You know I do.
Now, how long have you been here?
You know it's been 6 years.
And where did you live prior to here?
Not in the city.
Could you elaborate on not in the city?
Not really, because I don't really remember where. You know this already.
Make a persuasion check for me.
What's my persuasion? That's a 17.
17. I know, Gray, but we have to do what we have to do.
I know.
Do you have family in the city?
Just Eli.
Alrighty. And no magic from you, correct?
Yup. No magic for me.
And he turns to you, Glam, and he's like, "And you say you work for Gur.
Indeed I do.
Now where is that?"
Is Gur's a well-known place, or reasonably well-known place?
It's
Where
in
it
terms
is.
of like structures within like Undercity society, it would be the one that would be most well known. It habitates, at any given time upwards of 40 or 50 different people.
Okay.
So it's a sizable place, and is Gur herself is relatively well known.
Gur's place is down in the Undercity. You should know this.
Ah,
It's very
outside
popular.
of my typical jurisdiction. Been on wall duty for quite some time.
Ah, so you keep us safe from the people who would be coming through the walls, eh?
People, beasts, any number of atrocities. Thankfully, it stays relatively quiet. The
Indeed.
Rangers see to that.
Indeed, it is very horrible out there, so I hear. Terrible things roaming about that no man, woman, or child should have to deal with.
Indeed.
Gray's just gonna sit down on the bottom steps and put his head in his hand.
And you said no magic, correct?
Indeed.
Okay.
I wish I was blessed with the magic so that I could get a license, but unfortunately I am not.
Well, see to it should anything come up that you ensure you take care of that promptly. Wouldn't want any issues.
Absolutely, but unfortunately my bloodline does not seem to have any sorceress origins, and I'm not all that smart to be going and hitting the books, as it were.
For the best. The high folk tend to be carefully watched and dangerous.
So I have heard.
And you, little one, do you have parents in the area? Where are you from? Why are you here in a tavern?
She's gonna lift her plate and motion to the slice of pie that is currently atop it.
Pie? I don't have parents. I don't know what those are.
I've adopted her as my little sister so that she can have somewhere safe and healthy to grow up, eh?
Make a deception check there.
I mean, technically I'm not lying.
Or a persuasion, I suppose.
I mean, technically they're both the same, but let's try persuasion.
You need to persuade both the guards and
Yourself?
That's 17.
And me.
I mean, that is 17 there.
I don't
Oh.
buy it.
Well, charity does still exist in the city. Would you look at that?
Who's Charity?
I met a girl named Charity. Oh, probably shouldn't say that.
Oh! You know the same charity, huh?
All right, are you
Yeah,
done?
she's a brilliant dancer.
You done scaring off our only customers?
Yes, I'm just doing my job.
I know you are.
Do you want to bite a pie?
She's like holding the fork out with like a bit of pie on there.
I shouldn't. Watching my figure.
Well, come on, I didn't even know they had pie. It looks delicious. At the very least, someone who is working so hard should have a piece.
He gestures towards the menu. He's like, it's there right underneath the liquor. Fresh made pies.
Right? I was trying
Yes,
to point.
as I have been made aware of many times today.
I worked so hard on that sign. You'd think more people would read it.
Look, I am here usually for the booze. I don't.
Can you read?
Yes.
Okay, I got my eye on you because you said you weren't too smart to do magic earlier.
Yes, but I can still read.
Are you sure you can't? You can read. It's right there.
I can see too.
Yeah, we can have Squirt read to you if you need her to.
Mm.
And you, little one, magic, do you have any talent or skill with it?
I thought they weren't supposed to bond with the
No.
children.
What's magic?
You know, special tricks beyond what a normal person could. Some people make fire or lightning or fly or even small things like dusting a floor with a wave of the hand.
I can make toys.
And she holds out her dolls.
Is that?
Those are unsettling.
Hey, those are my. Is that?
You made the toys?
Yes.
Fine craftsmanship, little one.
Thank you.
Well, I suppose that we're all set here then.
Have a great day, gentlemen. Mm-hmm.
Have a wonderful day. And perhaps one of these days, once you are able to take some time off, you can go out and have a drink. Maybe, I don't know, play some cards.
I'd like that, I think. And the third figure hasn't done much, but is just kind of gives a third eye through of the tavern, and they're just kind of hanging back. From what you can tell, based on their hoods up, but they appear to be feminine in nature. Dark eyes, just kind of scanning over everything. But as the lead of the three kind of makes his way back out the door, they file out behind him and leave it to the day.
Ray definitely fell asleep on the steps, by the way, just letting you know.
Glam,
Do we just leave him there, Eli, or do we pick him up?
Glam at the very least is gonna take their normal cloak and put it over them. I don't think
Oh.
that they should be woken up again. They are very, very tired.
Yes,
As much as I hate to say it.
working overnight tends to be long and not always exciting.
Oh,
But
absolutely. I work alternating shifts, I understand.
yes, but send my regards to Gur.
Absolutely.
A big fan of her cooking and her smile.
She does have a very winning smile, yes?
There's like a glint of something there.
Yo, Eli, you want me to put a good word in?
I was going to ask if I could insight that.
Yeah, you're welcome to make an insight.
That's an 8.
8. You know, he seems like he's certainly got at least a fond memory or two of her, though what that means to you is toss up.
What I interpret.
But as for a good word, I don't think would be necessary, young one. But you know, it's good to see my friend once in a while.
Well, how about this, Eli? One day, we'll watch the bar for you. You can go and hang out with your friend.
Maybe I'll just close the bar instead.
Come on, people need to know about healthy eating. Why won't you let me run the bar one day?
What do you know about running any establishment that isn't running with your feet?
Here, let me tell you. See those right there? And I'm going to point to the exposed rafters. Those are great chin-up bars. I can make this place a gym in 5 minutes.
But this is a tavern. There is no need for it to be gym.
Yeah, but taverns make people, a little... I'm going to glance over to Eli and then glance back over at Glenn. A little round.
Look, I understand that bread makes you fat, but come on.
Hey, whoa. We don't use the F word. That's really insensitive.
I swear
He
to
just
God.
sort of like quietly scowls and he walks out back and comes back up with 2 barrels per arm stacked on top of each other. Sort of, it's a bit of bravado, and it's a little bit of just kind of like, so I have a gut, but I've still got it.
Love
as
it.
he sets all 4 of them down, and then heads back to grab a 5th, and he's like,
Glam Jarrett's just like waving waving a hand at his face. Oh my.
Can I attempt to take 2?
Go ahead and make a strength check. I will say it's at disadvantage because, like,
Because
a
I'm
barrel
tiny.
is the size of you.
Yeah. Okay, it's a 6.
6. So you go to pick up the second, you stack the first on top of the second, and you gotta go on your toes a little bit. And the first one, not a big deal at all. You pick it right up, and it's on the toes, but you set it right up on top of the other. And you go to kind of like do a little bit of a bear hug to grab the bottom one and lift them both together. And almost immediately, it's just the center of gravity you have quickly starts you tumbling, but Eli's right there and just immediately sets his hand back against the top barrel and is like, "That's impressive, but maybe we get you a sled, folks."
That would be a very good idea, yes?
Yes. Were you intending to carry all these back alone?
I was gonna give him a hand, you know?
Not all of them.
I mean, I was supposed to do it on my own, but this fine young lady decided to help me out, and then Zazel here decided to come along without any asking whatsoever.
Hey, I was headed here first. You just happened to cross my path. And I see those noodle arms of yours. You're definitely gonna need some help.
Looks at the currently shifted, fairly buff version of himself. Yes, noodle arms, we.
Oh, come on. They didn't look like that 30 minutes ago, and you know it.
And Eli pipes up and he's like, "Hey, careful now.
You like to- you like
It's
to-
been like 10 minutes. They can't be too far."
No. Look, he tries to insinuate things that he knows are not actually happening.
Well, all the same,
You know me, I do not use magic.
better to be careful. At any rate, yes, we can set up a sled. Unfortunately, I cannot lend a horse for, we have one, and
It is
she's
okay.
already on loan. But
It's okay, we can make do, I believe.
Hazel here should be a great stand-in for a horse.
Look,
So excited for this. Tie it up to me. I'm gonna go.
yes. We will get to we will get to see the champion in action, yes?
Oh, goodness. Everyone is starting at level 3.
Indeed.
Yes.
In subsequent sessions, I will probably set up the D&D Beyond extension so that we can see everybody. I just did not do that for this one. In
I was
case
wondering
folks,
how we would
you
do
know,
that.
Had any character stuff they wanted to keep to themselves for the moment. But we'll set it up later and get that going so we can take a view at stuff. I don't have crit roll stats working for me, so I can't just have them, doing that pro bono all the time. But okay, so yes, just pre-break, we all gathered ourselves at the Shaded Apple, the quaint little tavern that is a meadery and cidery along the wall in the shade of the 30-foot stone walls that surround the entire city grounds of Lascor. But with that, you were directed outside to load the barrels up onto a good-sized sled. And as Eli helps you load them all up, he does state, 1, please bring my sled back.
Absolutely.
Thanks for, I don't know, taking care of Gray a little bit. If you folks stop back in, later tonight, perhaps, if you're free, dinner's on me.
Oh, Bonui, thank you so much. Yeah, I understand how hard it can be. working behind the counter so long.
Is there anything else you'd like to do here, or anything you wanted to grab before you head back?
I'm immediately tying myself to the sled.
It's probably, with the sled and everything, it's probably the better part of an hour and a half to make it to the thing. So just giving you a little time frame on the amount of time it would take to get to the other city with it.
All right. I think Lamb really wants a goodbye. Good. Did you ever see these things? I did not know they made these.
Some random bystander. It says it right on the side.
Oh, you're just gonna buy a pie?
I could have sworn it was some sort of drink. I'm sorry.
He'll give you a pie for 5 silver
Alrighty then.
to take back with you. But yeah, as you're headed back, the three of you, because Gray is currently asleep on the stairs. Could you make a perception check for me?
Yes.
Indeed I can.
Yep, sure.
11.
17.
15.
15? Okay. So, Gray and Zazel, you both catch it. It's, as you're walking back, you know, the orchard isn't like a loud place during the day. So, I mean, you don't catch anything, like, auditorily out of the ordinary. But you do, especially, Zazel specifically, because it's a smell you're relatively familiar with. As you're walking back, you catch just, a whiff of almost that, like, that irony kind of smell in the air. It strikes you as out of place in a place that's typically full of just the scent of, you know, tilled earth and apple blossoms.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna untie myself and slowly I'm gonna gesture. Shh. I'm gonna go check it out and see what it might be. I'm gonna stealth my way over there.
Alright, you want to make a stealth check for me?
Sure can. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist. I had another character that had high dexterity. I have to make them stealthy. It's a me problem.
Nope, I'm a horse that can sneak.
I rolled incredibly bad. Like,
Oh no.
woo, that's bad. We got a 6.
A 6. Alright.
I rolled a natural 1.
So many ones tonight.
Yeah. Right when I was talking
Alright.
up how good my stealth was, too, I was like, it is good. Just rolled a 1.
Alright. So as you make your way over there, you sort of,
Making my way.
you crunch a couple of branches. Not really trying to, but you miss a couple on the ground that are maybe like you kick an apple and there's a small like stick underneath the cracks. Make a little noise. But what catches you first is along a copse of trees, you see first the form of that large guard with the missing tooth that had been chatting with you, and he's face down, laying between a pair of orchard trees. And just to his left, leaned up against a tree, is that weasel-faced guy as well, and neither of them are moving currently.
All right. I'm going to go back to the group. I'm going to start speaking Celestial at Glam. Hey, can you understand me? Do you speak this?
No especially.
Start speaking Orc. Do you speak this?
Start speaking in Sylvan, just like, look, I do not know what you are saying. You are. Do you speak?
I have no idea what you're saying. Twigs and berries is all I'm hearing. All right, here. Squirt, you're gonna stay here. Glam, you come with me, okay? Make sure no one steals the cider. That is the most important job, I promise you.
Okay.
All right, you stay right there. You do not come over here.
Okay.
I'm gonna lead Glam over to the bodies.
What in the death? Oh god. Oh no.
Yeah, we got a problem here.
Oh bloody hell.
Now, this is not our problem. We can walk away, but I like Eli, and I really don't want him getting in trouble for being the last person they talk to.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Shit. Can I look at them and see if there's any, if it was magic that attacked them in any fashion?
Yeah. You can make either an Arcana check or just an investigation check.
I was going to say I do have Eldritch Sight.
I'm also proficient in medicine, so I can assist if there's any checks.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to make a medicine check, what is I'm not familiar with Eldritch
It's an
Sight
Eldritch
specifically.
Invocation. You can cast Detect Magic at will without expending a spell slot.
Oh, okay, cool.
So-
yeah, if you want to go ahead and take a look at that as well.
Glam's eyes will just start to look weird, splitting, or basically kind of looking like dice rolling.
All right.
Oh yeah, I'm not magic. I rolled a 23 for medicine, by the way.
23. So Glam, taking a look over them, the only thing that really stands out as magical on them are just there's just a faint aura of divination that comes from both of their necks, and on them you see it's just those same similar stones and chains that hang from them. But other than that, you don't see any magic on them.
I was gonna say, would those, like the things on their necks and whatnot, be a normal thing that I would have noticed before? Or
I mean, so you can see sort of like the outline, because it glows faintly, typically to show wherever a magic item is.
right?
And they weren't like out and dangling, so unless you had like really been looking for them, it wasn't something you would have caught.
Is my necklace also glowing?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
And you know, if you used it before at all in the city, you would know. I mean, you probably wouldn't have looked at any of them like up close, but you could see that they exist. You've seen that hanging talisman before. And then with 23 medicine, kind of looking over them, you see in the back of the one that fell, there are a couple of arrows sort of protruding right between the shoulder blades, and actually along the shins and the backs of the ankles, there's a series of like heavy cuts. And then as you turn the body over, you see that there's also been a series of cuts kind of torn across their chest and face as well.
He's not alive, is he?
This is
No.
bad. This is very
Yeah,
bad.
he is deceased, as well as the gentleman leaning up against the tree. It looks like he kind of fell there and kind of expired there, and it's similar story. There's a fair number of cuts dancing all along the legs, and then more cuts cutting along the chest. And based on your medicine check, it looks like the cuts on the legs were first. They're definitely you know, like more blood running out there than anywhere else.
Where's the third guard?
Make a perception check.
Okay.
Would I be able to help out since I'm obviously looking for this sort of thing?
Yeah, of course. You can either both roll, or Zazel can roll with advantage. Up to you guys.
I mean, I'll just help you because my perception's shit.
My perception's not much better, but we're sitting at a 13 right now, which isn't terrible. Okay, there we go. That's a 21. So with your assistance, a 21.
21? Okay. So probably about, as you take a look-see, 40 feet down, you see the third guard is also sort of leaned up against a tree.
I'm going to go over to them because I don't think we ever got an identification on them.
Yeah.
Okay.
And as you go close, you can see just a very, very faint heaving of a chest.
We got one over here. I'm going to take care of this right now. I'm going to use my healing hands.
Healing hands?
Yep.
Okay. Make a roll just a straight d20 for me.
Okay. Do you need to know how that one works, or do you know how that works?
No, I know how it works, but
Okay.
yeah, this is just a
12.
12? Okay. So yeah, you put the hands on them, and you can see, being experienced in medicine and kind of knowing how healing works, like, this is bringing them to just, like, the absolute brink of life. Like, they're, even with this, like, by a thread.
I do not have anything to help you with. I'm so sorry.
Glam, you're gonna have to pull that cart. I need to get her. I gotta get her in town. She's not gonna make it if we don't.
We can put her onto the cot. We can bring the cot over here, and we can take her in that way. It will be much safer than trying to carry her yourself, eh?
Yeah, you might be right. Yeah, I might open her wounds worse if I carry her on my back. All right.
Okay. Glam's gonna run back to Flora. We have trouble. We can you help me bring the cart over? We need to carry someone to town.
She's just gonna get up, hearing the serious tone, and just start pushing said cart.
All right. And being as strong as you are, it's not even, like, difficult. Like, just shoving.
Glam's just like,
And it's
holy shit, I'm stronger than I
fascinating to
thought.
watch
They're pulling it.
3-foot-tall little munchkin just shoving this cart no trouble.
Oh, I enjoy that.
But yeah, you make your way over to them. And she's not, like, particularly conscious at the moment. I gotta look up one thing real quick. And
While they were bringing the cart back over, I was dressing her wounds the best I can without a med kit.
okay, yeah. Make a medicine check for me again, if you don't
Yep.
mind.
Can do. That would be a 13, so not as good.
13? Okay. 2 seconds, please. Thank you.
How far did you guys even make it from the tavern?
It's a good question.
Not far. Maybe 100 feet. You started off, and, like, the genial chatter started, and then almost immediately, like, you take, like, that breath of air, and you're like, that's not right.
Yep, spilled the blood immediately.
So would anybody in the tavern be alerted to, like, the sounds outside, or no?
I think we were a little bit far for that.
There weren't, like, any particular, like, noise.
Okay, I was just curious. I mean,
Yeah.
not particularly for Gray, who's definitely still asleep, but, like, Eli.
Yeah, it'd be really nice if we had a healer here. Too bad Eli and Gray don't do magic.
what a shame.
Damn shame.
What a shame, what a shame.
It is
Side
a
note,
shame.
having nothing to do with the game, there were a few pictures I sent in chat of Percy deciding that she's going to sit on my iPad.
I saw.
So that is now on the floor.
Please
because-
just only flu.
Oh my
sit
God,
as
that's a
well,
kitten.
If you don't
Yeah,
mind.
that's a kitten. She was attacking everything.
She's a kitten in the sense that, like, she's young.
But when she's also, I didn't get a picture of it, but she sat in my dice box,
Oh,
was pawing at all of the screens.
Oh,
she
yeah.
was blessing your dice box.
Yes.
Teaching her to play with screens was a hit or miss kind of call.
My cat likes this last thing before I'm gonna say before I distract anymore. She likes to watch me play Pokemon. Don't know why.
Oh, so does Percy. She absolutely
Loved
just last time we streamed Pokemon, she was sitting on our desk and pawing at the screen.
Oh.
Oh yeah, there's videos of that in the Only Floof channel in our Discord if you want
Yeah.
to take a look at it.
I think that's why I brought that up actually, because I think I remember seeing that.
But so as you are doing the medicine check, actually, she sort of like comes to conscious briefly, and then just starts coughing up like a fistful of blood as well.
Hey, shh, it's all right. We got you. I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing.
And with that medicine check, you do you catch like at the edge of the wounds there is just like a small amount of sort of like black spreading from the vein or into the veins from where the wounds are.
So like a poison then.
Yeah.
Okay. Do I know of any poison or anybody that uses this kind of poison or any information I would have on it?
I mean, you've been sort of like addressed in like the very basics of like poison, but it wouldn't be something that you're very specific in.
Mm-hmm.
And with a 13 in medicine, it wouldn't be something you would be like, oh, okay, I can identify this immediately.
Okay. Just searching, glancing, they don't have any equipment on them for this kind of thing, right? No med kits or anything like that?
I mean, you can make a quick investigation if you'd like.
Yeah. Real brief one. Oh, that's bad. That is the base 5, so probably not going to happen. That's a 6.
I
little too
mean,
panicked.
on them, there is just like a really basic kit of things that the guards may need. There's like a pair of manacles, a little bit of rope, but nothing else in particular. They have some bandage and stuff, but no like antidotes or anything of that nature that you can find.
As soon as Glam and Squirt try to get back over here, she's not gonna make it to the city. We gotta see if Eli has something.
Okay.
She's poisoned.
Okay, let's get her on the cot, and we will take her back.
She's sleeping?
I don't think we have time for the cart. I'm gonna lift her up and move her over.
Oh God.
All right, you're gonna pick her up and just kind of run towards it.
We're only 100 feet away, so yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and it doesn't take you very long. I mean, figure you're carrying somebody about your body weight, and they're in chainmail, so they're not light necessarily, but you can move her. I'd say like your basic walking speed around, not like the double kind of situation.
Yeah, so it's literally gonna be like 12 seconds to get there.
Yeah, whilst you do that with okay, yeah, so it doesn't take you much and you get back towards where the tavern is, and you get back inside, and Eli's, I mean, he's just recently walked back in, and he's kind of just picking up a little bit.
Eli, we have problems.
What's the issue?
Just points at the poor person that Zazel's carrying over there, basically like firemen carrying back in.
We got 2 down outside, and we got this one barely surviving. And where can I put her at? We got to do something now.
Shit. Just lay her on the floor, I guess. What's the issue?
She's been poisoned and attacked. She's barely alive right now. I used all the magic I got. I don't have anything else.
Shit. Okay. And he runs upstairs to his own space real quick, and then within like 20 seconds he's back, and he pops a little bottle with a cork and pours it down her throat. And with that, she seems to stabilize a little more. Like the convulsing of, like the coughing of blood and stuff seems to stop, and she's just kind of laying there unconscious at the moment. So I think that she's at very least she's stable. But
all right, well, I'll pay for a room. I'll put her in one of the rooms.
I am very worried. If they are bold enough to attack some people like this, do you think they would attack this place?
Not with me in here.
That's a very solid question. Make a perception for me there, Glam.
They're not smart, but they at least have some thoughts. Perception. That is a 21.
21? All right. Actually, so with a 21, you catch a very rapid thud, which sounds like it's coming from above you on the roof.
There's somebody on the roof. You do not have anybody fixing the roof today, right?
No, the roof doesn't need fixing.
All right, who can fight?
Squirrels on occasion. I wouldn't call myself the best fighter, but I've been in a scrap before.
I am not a fighter. I am just a gambler. That is all.
Flora will slowly raise her hand.
What do you mean you're a fighter,
She's serious?
little one?
I mean, considering how she lifted you, I can see it.
Just takes out the hand axe.
Oh my god, what? She's been armed this whole time?
Question: does this commotion, because I'm definitely still just asleep on the stairs, wake me up?
With a passive of 16, yes, I think so.
Why does the little girl have an axe?
It's fine.
Fair enough.
Who gives a little girl an axe? Well, I guess the same person who gives them fireworks. Stare at Glam.
Look, she bought those on her own. I have my own.
Why is there a guard unconscious on our floor?
They were attacked while they left us. The other two, they are mortal. They are dead.
We're dealing with poison and low sweeping strikes.
And apparently somebody is on the fucking roof.
We need to find out who's combatant and who's not. If I'm the only one, I'll go out there and face them myself. I don't care.
So I think here I'll have you guys roll initiative for me.
This was a
Alright,
mistake.
so initiative, you guys rolled.
Dirty 20.
Oh, I forgot we rolled, yeah.
Dirty 20.
I got a 6.
15.
Gray, could you roll a d20 for me?
Rolling a d20. That's an 11.
Okay, cool. Good to know.
I'm scared.
Yeah, that's the point. No.
Sus.
Are we doing rollies?
Yeah, it was a little rollies
Oh.
to see where people fell in turn order.
In session 1, Eli dies.
Oh, fuck, I gotta roll for Eli.
Yeah, don't forget to roll for Eli. I always forget DM NPCs. I always forget them. To the point where I'm just like, they ran off and fought a different group.
Oops.
Yeah.
I pull that one all the time.
Alright, so place your guys where you feel you were. This is a one-story tavern, but the staircase would be over by the fireplace where the pig is. So I guess you'd be probably closer to over there.
I'd be closer over here. I'm assuming that the person is on the floor in front of the fire.
I can't see.
Feel like
Oh, yeah, I also didn't make a body.
Don't worry about the body. We don't need it.
I feel like to listen for the person on the roof, I'd have to be close to the door.
Just take that pig and throw it on the floor. That's our body.
Gray is I'm gonna pretend this table by the window here is stairs.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna go here because I think you could see my hand axe.
Are the pumpkins supposed to be apples?
Yes.
Yes.
They're papples, actually.
Papples.
Specialty.
Bapples.
This stream sponsored by Papples.
We make papple pie here.
Apple pie.
With a B, then it spells applesauce.
Applesauce. Oh no.
The
TPK.
first movement here, so we'll start initiative. So they are going first.
Ball sack.
Oh.
No, don't come in the fucking tavern. No fighting in the tavern.
Oh, that's a bar fight.
Shit.
All right, and this thing's actually going to go right after you first, Zazel,
What did I
because you
do?
are standing right next to where the target it had recently attacked was.
I would say it moved straight past a lot of people. But I don't know, do you get reaction on first turn, or did it just sneak on in?
That is
I think as long as you're not flat-footed yet, or not flat-footed, sorry, surprised. I think, but I'm not sure it's a GM. What do you think?
That's a solid question. Hold, please.
Holding.
Yeah, stream 1, we don't have everything 100% figured out. We're failures.
Yeah, we're doing our best.
We're the fucking worst.
Such plan.
Flora and Glam would get an attack of opportunity on this thing,
Yay!
but it's at disadvantage.
Oh,
why?
You don't have to
Because
answer
he's
that.
short-
I was just,
Because
I
he's
was
short
just.
as fuck.
Yeah, you right.
Because fuck you, that's why.
You don't, all you see as this thing passes by you is just a tiny flash. This thing is at knee height for you. Flora, it's almost at eye level. But it's quick. It's very, very fast.
So
It just
Flora
snaps
gets
by.
full attack opportunity. Got it. No, just kidding.
Where's my critical role level
Roll with
production? Fuck you.
disadvantage, you said?
Disadvantage, you said?
I say with love.
22.
22? That certainly hits it.
That's a good fucking shot.
Oh, I got an 8.
Am I actually supposed to use this? Oh, God damn it!
That was you firing your gun too, right?
Yes. I
Jesus
don't get disadvantage, or I don't get disadvantage if they're close by with that, by the way. So, but that's a 9.
okay.
That is a 9 from the Eldritch Blast.
9 from the Eldritch Blast. All right, yeah. As this tiny little blur streaks by, you just like speed react, gun out, and just snap a shot into it, and you hear just as it continues just blasting right by you. Flora, you're ready, weapon out, ready to go, and just and then nothing.
Yeah.
It's a
So
very
let's
nice
see.
roll,
That's
yeah.
gonna be a 9, an 8, and an 18.
Okay, so no, and yes.
All right. So yeah, this thing, whatever it is, it just speeds past the other two, and just immediately you see just flashing out at your shins. You quickly pull your legs back, or the third one catches you just a little by surprise. Just a small blade just clips the side of your leg. That nails you for some damage, specifically a number.
No way.
Okay. I'm on my seat.
10 damage.
10 damage? Jesus fucking Christ, alright.
To be fair, it did roll max. Don't panic.
Okay. Alright, I'm still up.
Yes, and that is its turn. Oh, actually, it's gonna quickly just actually.
Yeah, we don't need that leg. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
It's running the bar now. It now owns the bar. Eli, I'm sorry, we gotta go.
It's the
Hops
bar.
itself way up there, and it's just kind of very quickly twitching back and forth.
Do I get an attack for opportunity or no?
No, because it was a disengage action.
Okay, cool. Just check.
And now it is Gray's turn.
Great. Gray is all the way in the corner. Did Gray even see the little guy?
With your passive and the fact that it hit one of your friends, you would have seen it, or your acquaintances, I suppose.
It's like,
One of your
don't-
headaches.
You know.
Okay, bye, leg.
I would say friend is a little bit much, but
One
I
of your
am gonna
headaches.
say get off my bar, and I'm going to, believe it or not, I'm gonna use a spell,
All right.
and I'm gonna cast Thorn Whip.
Thorn whip.
Thorn Whip. Add it.
All right, and that is also at disadvantage.
Ah, disadvantage. Oh, fucking. Okay, so let's see. That's a.
And what's the range on Thorn whip?
30 feet.
30 feet. Okay, so
Mhm.
you'd have to move just a little closer to catch it.
That's
Currently
fine.
about 40 feet away. Yeah, you're good right about there.
Okay.
All right, it's a learning process, like we said.
Yeah, I think once we get used to the camera, it'll be a little better.
All right, so Thorn whip, you said?
Yeah, so well, that sucks. First roll was real good. That was a 19. Plus 6. And the second one is a 10 plus 6, so 16.
That hits.
Ooh,
Hey!
huzzah. Let's
So
go.
what does your Thorn whip look like?
So, you're just gonna see shooting out from. Gray's going to make a motion like he's grabbing something from like his side, and he's just going to flick his wrist out, and in his hand it's gonna look, believe it or not, like a regular whip that has spikes on it, because it's a little disguised, and he's gonna grab the person and drag him to him 10 feet.
All right.
And that'll be 4 damage.
Okay. Drags it off the bar. And this thing is still like twitching in place, but you've yanked it a little closer and pulled it off of the bar. Dealt some damage to it.
And then I am going to actually back up again. Back to where I was.
Okay.
And maybe if I can fucking
that's good.
navigate
You're
these
right
stupid walls.
You're good. You're doing great. All right.
I'm going to burn this tavern to the ground. Okay.
Uncle's life savings.
Wait, you're a wildfire?
Oh. What? Did I say that out loud? Sorry. Listen, there's a lot of fire in here, alright?
There is.
There
Probably hot as
is.
hell in here.
There's just
It is
some
probably
lights
warm.
sticking out of one of my tables. Who the fuck?
It was probably me.
I can see that.
It was either me or the gambler. One of us was playing a game. That stabby knife hand game.
Oh god, yes.
Okay, so it was both of us.
All right. So then that brings us to the second thing. So this it does. It kind of looks like an angry ass garden gnome.
Fuckers.
Follows up, comes trudging into this room, and it makes it just to you, Glam.
Alright.
And it's got these big, heavy, like thumping steps as it walks up to you. And it's not big; it's small,
Oh
and,
no.
and it takes a couple of swipes down at you as well.
Oh, this is not very good. This is no good. Won't share. Yes. Gray is very angry.
So one of those is a 9, the other is a natural 19 for way more than Gracie.
Yes, that the 19 would hit.
Yuck.
So that
It is going to hurt very much.
That's yucky.
that is 1 hit on ya. I, of course, am using the smallest dice available in my entire pile.
All of your dice are the smallest dice available. What are you talking about?
They are quite small. That's
Ratchet believes in only buying mini dice.
going to
great.
be 10 dice to you as well.
Oh,
Or 10
jeez.
dice. 10 damage to you. I'm rolling 10 dice of damage. Time to die, son.
Oh, Rynn.
Also, that's a
I
second
would-
max damage. I'm gonna ask you to
Ow.
use a different dice.
I legit just choked when you said 10 dice to you. Like, oh shit.
Roll a new character.
I thought we were level 3.
So I now have 4 sets of dice that are like these. So they're just like, they're all itty bitty.
These are normal size. She's got big hands.
Yeah, I just have absolutely enormous hands. One pair is metal, one pair is stone too. They're really nice.
They are nice. I do like them.
Very nice indeed.
Uh,
Oh, jeez.
This music's
painful.
dope though.
It is.
It is very painfully. Oh,
It's vibing.
Oh, and I remember you and I compared health once. We're feeling exactly the same.
yes! Again!
Which I still think it's
and
BS.
also make a dexterity check for me,
Me?
or a dexterity saving throw rather. Yes.
Oh no. This is not going to go well. Or maybe it will. 21!
Hey!
21. All right. So what this thing does as it runs up to you is it actually just tries to nail you in the shins with these big iron shod boots it's wearing.
Did we delete the roof so I can actually see? That's nice.
And with that, it you jump out of the way most of it, but it's still the side of the boot catches you. And so yeah, it deals what did I say? 10 damage to you, and that is its turn. As it's like as this angry garden gnome just rushes in and just tries to slam a kick with this nasty boot to you. You get the impression that if it had landed, it probably would have knocked you right on your ass.
Oh, absolutely.
All right, and with that, it is Zazel's turn.
Oh, wrong way. Wrong way. What are you doing?
Sir, you're drunk. Go home.
It's tank controls, man. Tank controls.
Oh my god, it is.
Oh my god.
I believe in
5,
you.
10. Oh, This
Wrong way, sir.
is 15,
Okay, you've gone 15. You're good.
20, 25.
You made it. You've arrived.
I mean, look at this little bastard. This is my struggle. All right, I'm going to punch it in the face.
All right.
Or at least I'm going to attempt to. Is it disadvantage or no?
Yeah, disadvantage.
Okay.
This thing, it's like a small, its features are very elongated. It's like deep purple in skin. It's maybe like 2.5 feet tall.
What
Got a
is that?
wicked sickle in its hand, and it's just like twitching, almost like imperceptibly quick.
I don't believe that hits. That's a 9.
That does not.
All right,
Oh, no.
I'm going to go ahead and flurry of blows, so that's 1 key point gone.
All right.
All right, let's go ahead and do 2 more attacks. I'm just going to roll 2 at a time, so that way we can get this quicker.
Yeah, you swing that first shot in, and it just quickly dips its head off to the left and right.
I had a natural 20.
Oh.
But I also rolled a 6. So that's an 11?
No,
That's
not
awesome.
quite.
Okay, that would be a 21.
21, that hits it. Yeah. The
Okay,
first 2, it ducks underneath the first one, and you go in for that second one, and it just leans back, catching only air. With that third one, it just gets overconfident, leans back in, and you just snap it in the jaw.
Okay. That would be for a total of 7 damage.
7 damage. All right. Really, just you slap this thing right upside the head, and it just it stands there like wicked dazed for a second. It's not looking great. It's feeling a little in pain.
Take that, the little
Flora.
jerk.
You up?
Up. Okay. Is it a disadvantage that I'm swinging?
Yes, it is.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Disadvantage.
But they're the same height.
But he's twitchy.
Yeah, it's the twitchy shit.
Ah, fine.
It's all that cocaine he did.
I mean, isn't
I'm
she
not
just
saying
as
they're on
twitchy,
speed.
hopped up on all that sugar? I'm just saying.
These ones did way more sugar coke than her.
Nah.
What you're saying is we need to give her more sugar coat.
13.
13 just misses.
Okay. Hold on. I think I can action surge. Okay.
I think if you're wielding both of your weapons, you can bonus action to attack with your other one, but I don't know if you are.
No, I currently only have rapier.
Okay.
Bink bink. I'm honest. Yeah. I can use my action surge to attack again. Where's button? There it is. Eh.
Oh shit, we action surging already?
I missed 12.
Almost, yeah. Both times you go to stab it with the rapier, or actually, you're using your hand axe, right?
No rapier.
Okay, yeah. You go to stab in with the rapier, and just
Jesus.
it's quick. It's
child
way
had-
faster than you expected it to be. You just like you aim for the gut, and it just speeds backwards, and then you go to swipe across, and it hops right over the blade.
Stay still.
And that's it.
Child had 2 weapons.
Technically, I have 3.
Oh God.
I wonder what happened to this kid's parents.
What are you?
I don't.
I'm not saying you killed them. I'm just insinuating you killed them.
I don't know what he's talking about.
All right, and that makes it the third one's turn. It's gonna zip in here as well.
Well, shit, oh fuck.
It's gonna take another attack of opportunity by you.
I've already used my reaction, so I can't.
Mm.
Oh, right, yeah, because your turn has not come up yet. You're
Yes,
next.
because I am no fighter.
Is it?
Although I apparently can blast him pretty well.
Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast.
All right. All right, and this one zips, and this is gonna zip past Eli on its way over to you, Gray. So Eli's gonna make an attack of opportunity on it.
Guys, I have a cat literally climbing my shoulders in real life. Help.
Oh my.
Nice.
Oh no!
And he is just gonna, he's gonna reach out, and he's got a sword there, but he's got just his fist, and he goes to punch down at the thing, and it quickly just ducks right underneath his fist as he just keeps moving right on over to you.
Reach out,
and it's
punch
gonna
Gray.
take a pair of swipes at you, Gray.
Ramble Gray.
Reach
Ramble
out,
Gray.
punch Gray.
Oh,
Gray.
jeez. All right, well, that's first natural 20 of the campaign.
Oh no!
Oh no.
You would, you motherfucker.
One is a nat 20, one is a 3.
The 3 does not hit, but the natural 20 for sure does.
For 10 damage.
God damn it!
But it's 10 total, so you're okay.
Oh, thank fuck.
That's a chunk of damage, though.
Okay is not quite the term I'd use, but sure.
All right, well, you're doing acceptable.
I'm
and It's
alive.
gonna also bonus action disengage up onto this pig.
That's not
Okay.
actually there, because we don't sell meat like that. Not
Nope.
in my house.
It's a pile of salad.
Just shaped in a pig.
Yeah.
Yes. All right, and that brings it to Glam. Your turn.
Okay, we are going to. Fuck it. I am so sorry. It is. Although this might actually be very helpful to all of us. You see this stool right next to the table here?
Yes.
The bottom one, I should say. Closer to me. I'm trying to figure out how to describe it.
Duel next to the table closer.
I wish I could like double click on it.
You can ping it with your ruler, right? Like this one right here.
Yes, that one.
Yeah,
I forget I can do that.
Yep, you're good.
You're moving there, you said?
No. I am targeting that for darkness.
Darkness. Okay.
Fireball.
15-foot radius. Everything coated in darkness.
Right. Do I have?
I don't know what tools they give you. By the way, Ratchet,
Well, I
did
was
you
gonna
make
say,
this
do I
bar,
have
or
a
is it
tool
the
for
asset you
that?
pulled in?
This I borrowed this as well.
Okay, cool.
This was very nice, and I was like, oh, I don't need to necessarily pull too much for this. It's beautiful.
It is very nice, yeah.
If there are spell effects, I'm too stupid to find them right now.
So everybody can't see.
Yes, everybody cannot see. Sweats
Oh, no.
profusely.
Oh no.
But yeah, so we're looking at it's 15 foot, you said?
15-foot diameter or 30 feet.
I don't
Well, it's not
like
that
it
big.
does.
That's
it-
like here. Right? Yeah, that's here.
Yes.
Okay. So there's that. So that is darkness. There we go.
That should,
Oh, it's gone.
that should hopefully at least give y'all a little bit of cover. And for my bonus action, I am about to roll a d6. And depending on my roll, bullshit will happen.
Yes. Okay.
Where the bullshit go?
For viewers that don't know, he is playing a subclass developed by a good friend of ours called the Gambler. So he's got some unique abilities that I will post up.
Wait, your friend's
on
called
Twitter.
Gambler?
Yes, my friend is the Gambler.
Ooh, beautiful. Okay, I get
he
it
would
now.
be here watching, but right now he's on an airplane crossing an ocean.
That's
so.
not an excuse.
Yeah, I know.
So
right.
Look, the military doesn't give you Wi-Fi on airplanes.
they do not.
Then why join the military? I'm kidding. I'm just teasing. By the way, can we talk about this spoon over here? How fucking big it is? Jesus.
It's alright.
Massive.
Jordan, we love you, and we know you'll be watching this on YouTube, so just, here we
People
go.
like the big
So
spoon.
my target is the one that is right in front of me, and I just
All
rolled
right.
and I just rolled a 6. So the target must make a charisma save versus my spell DC or take 2d6 force damage.
Alright.
I wonder if we
Charisma
can.
save, you say?
Indeed, a charisma save.
He's not great at those.
I wonder if in the future we can just like make shapes of varying sizes that you can plop down places.
That's kind of my hope, or I bet you there's probably preset spell effects that I just haven't loaded the assets in for. Yeah, he fails by a huge margin.
And the man will take 3 damage.
3 damage, okay.
It was what I could do.
All right. Cool. Yeah, you let loose the. How does this look? How does the appear on this?
Just red and gold shadows of dice will roll from my hand, and then will embiggen themselves to smack him in the face.
Excellent. This thing just reels back. It looks like it might have been pushed a little, but those big ass heavy boots it's wearing really kind of keep it steady. So it just.
Okay, and let's see here. Is there anything else I can do? Was I technically like partially covered in the darkness?
Yeah. So where you are, you would be like half in, half out of the darkness.
I am just going to Homer Simpson myself into the darkness.
All right. It'll make an attack at disadvantage on you. My metal E20, that's tiny, has like embossed
Look, it is not.
numbers on it instead of debossed, so it gets cocked every time I roll it. It needs to be rolled on leather. Okay, so that is a 13 to hit.
Just barely misses.
Just barely. All right.
So-
It goes this time with a sickle. It just tries to rip it across you, and you just step out of the way and into the dark.
And I will just make my way to the center of the darkness. Because I can see in the darkness.
All right. Oh, you got the
I have
devil
double
sight.
sight.
Hell yeah. All right. It is Eli's go, and he's going to step up to this one and just reach out and try and grab it right off of the table and hold on to it. Oh, yeah. Look at that. It's yeah, he grabs right a hold of this thing and takes it by the back of its neck and grabs it by one of its wrists. He's like, "Get this one, I've got it!" And that's his turn. But so this one is now grappled.
Cool.
I'll give it the knockdown status so we know that it's grappled.
Yeah, they need a little more identifiers.
Yeah, it is in beta. We'll give him that. So
Yeah.
we'll put him here for now.
For grapple, I
Alright.
would definitely like put ropes on there to show that it's grappled.
Yes. And then so the one that is in front of you, Zazel and Tishy, it is its go. Top of the round, it's going to make a swipe at both of you.
At disadvantage
lose
because
my
it is
D20.
very, very dark in here.
The fraction of a second it took me to like look away.
Also, I am so sorry the candles are also out because of the darkness.
Zazel, that's going to be a 20 to hit. Tishy, that's going to be, Flora, that's going to be an 18 to hit.
Is that
Oh,
a
yeah.
disadvantage?
Hmm?
Was that what
Oh, yeah, disadvantage. That's right. Okay, so hold on to that.
I am so sorry, but it is also helping you.
Yes. Zazel, that's going to be a 15 to hit.
That's a miss.
All right. And Flora, that's going to be same number. Your
Oh,
dice
that
is
hits.
better. Okay.
Okay,
So
he
that
just
is
knew how to
going
dodge.
be 6 damaginos to you, as you have literally no idea what just struck into you, but you just feel a cut, and it just kind of digs right across the center mass, leaving a little scratch there.
You said 6?
Yeah, 6 damage.
Okay, I got it.
All right, and that brings it back to Gray.
So the one next to Eli is grappled,
Yes, Eli has it by the back of the neck and one of its wrists.
and there's now a sphere of like magical darkness, right?
Indeed, there is.
That is
Yes.
blocking my view of the other half of the place.
Yes. So it was origin pointed here.
Yeah, so I can't.
So like you can see that Eli is holding it outside of the darkness currently.
Okay, so I'm gonna focus on that guy. Can't be more disadvantaged, right? Because
Yeah. Oh, and this one's gonna try and disengage too. I didn't do it on its turn.
oh, would I still be at disadvantage with it being grappled? Question mark.
No, you're not.
Hell yeah. Okay, let's see.
He
Oh my
grabbed it
God.
specifically so that you guys could get a better hold on it and try and stop it from dodging.
I think the real question would be if the one disengaged, where did it think it was going?
I'm gonna cast Percy now.
Percy No is not a spell. Try again.
I'm gonna cast guiding bolts
Guiding bolt. Okay.
Ooh, okay.
at a first label, you know.
The one that Eli is holding.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that'll be a 22 to hit.
That
Oh,
hits
very
it for
nice.
sure.
I think that hits.
Yep, I think so. And that's 46.
46 damage.
Damn.
Wow.
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 That's 1, a 2 dice, a 3.
3.
I can't help it. I'm a butt every time I say that.
46. Yes, Aloe. It's 6 damage.
So that'll be 13 damage.
13 damage.
Yeah.
So as you just hold up your hand and blast this thing out, it snaps into it and just right into the center of its mass. And as he's holding it, it just starts like quivering, shaking as this light just burns into it, and then it just stops. And it ceases to move as Eli throws it to the ground.
I'm just gonna. You okay, Eli?
What is this spear?
Oh,
All right.
Oh, the spear's not in the right place. I was like, what the fuck? How's that not right?
It dead. All right. Okay. Well, it would have been its turn, so it's up to Zazel.
All right. I was trying to see how far this little bastard got away from me, the one on the table. Oh, crap.
He went that way, pointing without even realizing that nobody else can see.
It's about 35 feet away.
Okay. Want to see. Oh my god. Why can I not get on the table? 10,
It struggles a little with verticality.
15, 20, 25. Oh yeah, I can punch him. He's on
Yeah.
table though.
I will say, make a perception check for me.
Okay.
Disadvantage because you are.
I was
in
like,
the dark.
probably
Just trying to figure out
disadvantage,
where the
right?
hell it went. Yeah.
I am so sorry, my friend.
That's not bad. I rolled a 9 as my lowest, and I think my perception's not bad. Let's see. 12 is my perception check.
All right. So where you're at, you're currently still like in the edge of the darkness. So I mean, you know where it is, but I'd say attacks under your disadvantage. So.
Okay. Let me see. Do I have any movement left? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. No, I do not. Is there anything I can do?
Because you were looking at conveniently, you had a good idea of where it started to go to because it made so much damn noise.
I am.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and make my attacks with disadvantage, because it sounds like I was getting disadvantage anyways.
Yeah, it moves obscenely quickly anyway. Like, it could have gone a lot further if it wasn't in the dark kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. All right, so let's go ahead and make my first attack. It's going to be, I'm going to try to sweep its legs and knock it down. Just
All
flavor.
right.
You've got,
Flavor.
You've got this.
I actually rolled pretty well. That's a 17.
Pop! That hits it.
All right, excellent.
Well, I'm
We're
just
sweep the
watching all
leg.
this.
You got this, friend. That would be a total of 6.
6
Bludgeoning
damage. All right.
And then-
As you swing right around, this thing falls, and as it falls, it tumbles right off of the table it's standing on. And as it lands, its neck just twists in a way it most certainly should not, and it drops right there.
Oh no!
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my bonus action to use Step of the Wind. So I'm going to dash as it's
All right.
falling, and I'm going to put my foot against its neck and push off the table, and that's how it dies, as I push myself this way.
All right. Excellent.
I wanted a little flair.
You rush right over, and as it's falling, you just like finish that last step by just dropping a heel right on the back of its neck. As you propel yourself right on over towards this other monster.
All right, so we're gonna try to do a flying Superman punch with. Oh wait, no, I've already used my bonus action, so I can't do anything else.
Yeah, you're out of actions this one.
But I can use my last key point to do a fucking flurry of blows, can't I?
Yeah,
we're good.
Not quite.
We're good. We'll stay
All
right
right.
here, right in front of it. That's where I want to be.
And it is Laura's turn.
Can I see? I don't think I can see where the fuck I am.
I am so sorry.
That's a good question. Hold on.
Because I
So
just have normal dark vision.
you're like half in, half out of the dark.
Ah.
The darkness.
Darkness.
But
impersonate
the
me.
only
Oh, I
enemy
see.
is through the ball of dark, so you'd have to pass through it to see it.
Can she even climb the table?
Yeah, like
Oh, yeah.
That's what I was like curious about. Like,
I don't know. Her chin is like.
am I gonna
I
bonk
would say
myself?
it might be an athletics check.
I'm gonna get ouchies.
It wouldn't be
Okay.
a very hard one because you're very strong and nimble, but
There's always a 1 that you can roll.
All right. Well,
you are 3 feet tall.
we are. I guess we're acrobatics. Oh God, even my fucking tokens. Like it's not happening.
Don't worry, my token was the same way, and it's like, dude, you're 5'8". You're definitely getting up that.
Okay, attempt. You said I have to acrobatics for the.
Athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
Okay.
Should have much better athletics.
I'm aware. Click. 19.
19, no issue. Even in the dark, you know what you're doing. You're experienced in hopping places you probably shouldn't be.
She has that signature style, the uppy.
Yeah, you quickly lean right up, and as much as you pretend you need help to get up in a chair, no trouble at all. Grab the lip of it, yank yourself right up, hop right up on top of it. You're up there now, so.
Sweet. Okay, so essentially it would be up. I'm gonna go around, but I would be going up the desk thingy up here. Down.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. That way. That way.
Make a perception and see if you can kind of navigate the darkness while you're at it.
Okay, no problemo. As she says confidently.
I know where I'm
You
going
got
for
this,
sure.
Flora.
13!
13? Yeah, absolutely. You can hear the heavy thumping of its boots as it's like squaring up.
Yeah, screw up. Oh, okay. So that's 25. Can I do anything? Okay, can I throw my rapier?
You can.
Is that just like, is it just a normal roll?
Yeah, it's a standard attack roll if you huck your rapier at it.
Okay, cool. I'm guessing disadvantage.
Nope, no disadvantage.
Oh, cool. Let's do that then. Sure. Why not?
Oh, actually, no. You're in the center of the darkness. Yes, it would be disadvantage.
Oh, fuck. I got a
If
23.
you weren't in the dark, it wouldn't be.
I mean, you are also throwing in a weapon that is not meant to be thrown.
This is fair.
I just
Oh.
picture her javeling in it. It's fine.
It's a 9. It's a 9. Oh.
9? Oh, not quite.
Game
My
telling
heart.
you no.
Zazel, you get... You're ready to square up, and then just moments later, you just hear dung, and right in the door frame, just to the side of this thing's head, a rapier just protrudes from the wall. And it too is taking it back. What the fuck? Ah!
You just hear in the darkness.
Dang it!
I like it better if you'd be like, did I hit? No.
All right, and it's gonna go now. It's gonna make 2 swipes on you. It is not in the dark.
Nope.
All right, so we are looking at a 16 to hit
Hit.
and a natural 20 to hit.
Oh my
sweet
God.
Jesus.
You might drop me.
My dice are they're a little mean to everyone.
You have a DM dice. That's what it is.
I do. I'm not even using the blood spatter dice that Ramble has told me I'm banned from using.
He's not allowed to use those. I mean, he is, but like, it sucks for us if he didn't.
So that's gonna be a total of 18 damage.
Yeah, I'm down.
This thing, it takes 2 nice cleaving swipes at you with its sickle. tears right into you.
Shit.
But that is its turn. It can't do much else.
Come into the darkness, see what happens.
It's gonna, now that you're down, take a couple steps back to just sort of try and get out of here. Because it's now like, what the fuck? And that is its turn. We are up to Glam.
And then, well, so drop the darkness.
So I know this battle music is a bop.
Glam is
Battle music is really good.
1. Oh yeah, 2, 3. I'm sorry, Cecil. 4, 5. I can see this right here. Yes. I can see this fence post right here.
Yeah.
All right, darkness imprisoning me once again.
Gonna drop darkness in front of it.
Yes.
All right, and it's on this fence post.
Yes.
All right, cool. Yeah, so that'll catch it. Or, well, this fence post, yeah. From there, it's enveloped in the darkness. Yes.
All right. We are once again going to roll the dice.
Roll those dice. Roll those dice.
It is another 6. Holy shit!
Dang.
Make that charisma save.
Rolling hot today. That is an 10.
Not enough.
11 minus 1.
Nice.
That will be 6 force damage.
6 force damage. As it goes to spin around, it goes. Ugh. Okay.
And that will be all. Somebody help Zazel!
It's back to you, Gray.
All I hear is somebody help Zazel. I briefly saw through the window here one of those gnome fucks running past until it got enveloped in darkness. Let's see, where the hell am I? I don't know, because there's a wall in my way. There I am.
There's definitely a wall in your way.
I'm bouncing you up and down now.
I know.
I swear to God, if it's not doors, it's walls.
Fucking walls. Okay, so 1.
It's handy to top down it, I think.
I just top downed it.
Yeah.
What's my movement speed? Well, that's unfortunate. That's
Yeah,
as
that'll
far
get
as
you
I
about
can.
there. Yep.
I can physically walk. And how far away is Zazel? From there.
25 feet.
Perfect. I am going to cast healing word.
Incinerate.
Yeah, fuck this guy. Ice knife? No. I'm gonna cast a healing word at 2nd level.
Critical Role has doors, we have walls.
So you're gonna get 2 measly D4. But I can't reach you.
Hey,
so-
a D4 is never measly.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
Plus your wisdom, obviously. You are wise, right?
Sure.
Sure, let's go with
We'll
that.
go with that.
I apologize. I rolled double ones. Heal you for 6.
Healing is healing.
That was a terrible roll.
And Zazel returns to consciousness.
Oh, little bastard get a cheap shot on me.
Indeed he did. He's right in front of me. Although you probably cannot see that.
I will take care of this when I get up. How much did I heal?
You healed for
6.
6.
For 6? Okay, cool.
Yeah. And
It is, in fact, your turn when she's at, you're on deck, so I don't know.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm wondering. Hold on 1 second, please.
That
Thank
was
you.
that's yeah. Oh shit, yeah. That's just a bonus. You have full action still.
Yeah. I was
Freaking
wondering.
cool, though.
So, guiding bolt doesn't need to be seen. It just says within range. It says a flash of light streaks towards a creature of your choice within range.
Yes, but you did cast a leveled spell already this turn.
Yeah, so it would have to be a.
Or because it's
You right.
yeah.
I always sorry. I always get
Main
that
spell and
confused
cantrip.
sometimes. Has to be a cantrip.
A contrep, if you will.
What's that?
Huh?
What was that question?
Nothing.
Well, I
Okay.
can't actually do anything else because I can't see through this darkness, so. I'm done. Acid.
That's it.
Acid. Gray healed you. You're welcome.
I get knocked down. I get up again.
Woo! Now we're gonna keep you down.
All right, so it's not in the. Is it in the darkness
It's
or no?
in the darkness.
It's in the
and
darkness.
You were unconscious when
Hold on, just
when it went in the darkness. So you wouldn't know exactly where it is, but
all right. So I can't see where it went.
You're just
Not
gonna have
currently, no.
Lamb pointing towards them.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and take a dash action then to go 5, 10, and I am gonna move out of its attack of opportunity space. So 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. And I'm gonna watch the gate for when it comes.
That's some
that's
dope.
not a bad idea.
That is some
Phew.
dope monk shit.
Yeah. No, I didn't even do monk shit. I just used my action. I could have went even further if I'd used my bonus.
I thought you had used your bonus action. Shit.
Nope,
I was
just
gonna
used
say,
my
you
action.
probably could bonus action Step of the Wind and then ready an attack in case it comes close.
You know what? I'll do that. Yeah, we'll do
I
that.
don't know if that's a key point, but
That's
I
up
think
to
it
the
probably
DM if
is.
that's something I can do.
oh, it is. I just didn't know if it was a key point or not.
It is a key point, yes. And I do have 1 key point left, so that's perfectly fine.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, you could do that if you wanted to do that instead.
Cool. All right, now I'm ready for it.
Should it come into range, you can punch it in the mouth.
Yeah, I'm gonna punch it right in the face.
All right. Okay, and that brings us to Flora.
Who's sitting on the floor? Oh, is that why you're named Flora?
The darkness
No.
is gone. Your rapier is in the wall.
The darkness outside is still there, right?
The
Yes,
darkness
there's
outside
darkness
is there.
outside now.
Okay.
I am so sorry, little one.
2, 3. Can't see there's a wall. Cry.
Crying is a free action, so you can do that as much as you'd like.
I'm not crying. It just threw sand in my eyes.
No.
I mean, you can attack vaguely in that space if you want. You just be attacking at disadvantage.
An 8.
Oh no!
I'm doing great. Oh, that's my turn.
You swipe across and you think you might have had it, and then you realize you probably just hit the fence post.
I get it.
No, you need to move. You need to aim a little to your left.
Can't see.
And that's it.
All right. And that brings it to it.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
You just made me hydrate, so I had to go grab something.
Wow.
No beer.
5, and it makes it to here, which is, I believe, just out of the dark.
Was the other one?
Oh, right. Here.
We. Just out of the dark. We.
Indeed. Yes. Okay.
It's gonna see me just cracking my knuckles.
Yeah, you're ready for it, but it can't make it any further than that. So it's hanging out there, trying. It's like, I'm gonna get past you, you fucker. It's what it's thinking. It's not saying shit. All right. Yeah, let me double check. I think he can do much else. Oh, yeah, it can. It's actually gonna charge right at you. Using its action.
This is gonna be a rocky moment.
Right up to you. Yeah, so you can make your attack against it, and it's gonna attack you as well.
All right. Here
You
we
can
go.
do it, Zizzle.
Oh, fuck me. That's a natural one.
No!
Oh,
The second one I've rolled tonight.
And then, yeah, make a dex check.
Okay. That's a lot better. That is 21.
All right. So as this thing runs at you and it leaps like it's trying to just like full on drop kick you with these huge iron boots that are on its feet, and as you go to strike at it, you just swing wide, but in the process you swing right over it and it misses you. You miss it. And
We're
it just kind of
awkward.
lands on the ground.
Yeah, now we're just both
Here.
awkward.
Yeah.
sticky dick woofle.
It was a zero win scenario there. Nobody did anything of value. All right. Back to you, Glam.
Now
I'm
you-
excited to see the Tishy combat notes. She's drawing these things.
Oh god. I hope she draws Zazel missing that thing. That'd be hilarious.
Now, there is apparently no use for the darkness again. Drop it.
Damn darkness spell.
Am I able to see well enough to?
Oh yeah. Keep in mind, a 5 foot square, they don't take up like 5 feet with their whole body, so like you can easily see through that.
Okay. So disadvantage.
It would be a not disadvantage on this. It would be a very different scenario if Zazel was taking up 5 feet of space with his body.
That'd be a big boy.
That would be a 17.
17 hits it.
All right, and that would be.
This is an Eldritch Beast.
Eldritch
I assume?
Blast. Indeed. 10.
10. Excellent. You just reaching out with you describe it to me. How you hitting this thing?
Greenish energy will coalesce around the muzzle as it fires and hits the little bastard in the back.
All right. Excellent. Is it? Ah! It did not love that. All right. He is still up.
All right, let's see.
He gonna keep rolling the dice.
One more time.
Have to say 3 this time. Target must make a con save versus my DC. I'll be poisoned.
Ooh.
I like that.
Oh yeah, he's good on this one. That's a natural 19.
Oof.
Ah, God damn it.
Plus a bunch.
Look, I tried. The dice giveth and the dice taketh away. That is all I can do.
Yeah, reeling from the shock to the back though. It's like, like hand on one knee. But it is back to Gray.
Okay. Gray is going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. And that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Quick throw an ice knife.
No.
Explosion! That's 45 feet
Ice
away
knife
from
is
me?
the most common reason why friends get knocked out in D&D.
Yeah, people forget about the secondary ability of it.
I am going to raise my hand and say, "Where do you think you're going?" And cast Hold Person.
All right.
Please make a Wisdom saving throw. You must pass a 14, please.
Unfortunately, that is a nat 20.
You fucking fuck. Stop rolling nat 20s against me.
Can I punch
Eat
it in
my
the back
ass.
of the head to make
Eat-
it less than that 20?
That's it. I'm writing. Riot.
Gray's rioting.
And considering that didn't work, I guess I'm going to cast Frostbite. Make a con save, please.
Frostbite a bonus action?
I mean, it's a... Oh, is it? Shit. How does this not work? How do I do this? You're a bonus action. Shut up.
Just call him a bonus action.
You're a bonus action.
I'm fast and extra.
Question, because I didn't actually do this yet. Yet.
Yet. Okay, yes.
I'm looking at some of my stuff, and I'm a little confused. If I use like the starry form thing, does that have to wait before I use stuff?
I believe so, yeah. Because you're trying to use your bonus action for the extra arrow.
Mm-hmm.
You're already using your bonus action to transform, I believe.
Mm.
Or maybe it's your action. I don't remember which one
Let
it
me
is.
double look on that.
So it's bonus action for the hurling of the arrow.
Yes, but I think because you're not a moon druid, I think your wild shape is still an action.
What?
But I could be wrong.
I don't. I just have to read the wording on it. I'm pulling it up right now. Starry form is a bonus action.
Yeah.
Okay.
So starry form is a bonus action. So I was wondering if that's the case, can you not use when you're immediately? Do you know
No,
what I'm trying
you
to
would
say?
be able to. So you would be able to bonus action and then do like a standard thing, and then next turn you can use your bonus action to use it.
That's so stupid. That you fucking got a nat 20. Eat my ass. That's all I can do.
I'm very sorry.
You're dead to me.
All right. Well, if I'm dead to her,
Get out of my
it
house.
is still Zazel's turn.
My turn?
Yes. Unless I leave my house, it's Zazel's turn.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and punch him in the back of the head.
I'm the DM now.
Which means I am
That is a
now.
total of 14.
14. Hits.
Cool. Gonna be a total damage of 5 damage.
5 damage. All right.
Is he still up?
He is still up.
Bonus action to do it again because of martial arts.
Okay.
That's cocked. Okay, that'd be
You can't hit him
15.
with that. Don't hit him with that. All right. 15 hits. Yes.
Oh, look at that. 20 damage because it's my cock. I mean, what? That'd be
We
another
know that
5
Zazel's
damage.
overconfident, but 5 damage.
Yeah, 5 damage.
All right. Cool. 2 heavy strikes on it as this thing just and it looks like it's taking these blows into stride, and it's pissed and it's hurt. It's not down yet. Flora.
Hello. Okay.
Flora's like, I got little legs. I can't reach this motherfucker.
I just want to make sure darkness is gone correct.
It is gone, yes.
Correct. Okay. 1, 2.
Ooh, these tiles
They
are
look
kind of
like
fucking with me a little bit.
brownies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Because the tiles are 10-foot tiles, not 5-foot tiles.
Yeah, they look like they're 5-foot tiles. I'm like, damn.
Oh
The
yeah.
turtle
No,
legs
okay.
can move.
That changes something. Bink. Use my ruler. Oh fuck! Don't do that. Wait. Oh, I have to click the ruler.
You can make it up 2 full tiles. Your 25 feet of movement.
I am so tiny. Okay, that changes what I was gonna do.
Because yeah, you can get to here.
Yep. You got a hand axe, though.
One.
Quick, throw your rapier at it again.
Look at my tiny little. tiny little
Zazel's
arms.
down again. The gnomes? No.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna
Whoopsie
throw my
doodles.
rapier throwing. That's guessing still disadvantage.
No, standard attack now. You're not in the dark. You
Heck
can see it just fine.
yes! Please. 19!
That hits it.
Hey!
That's the weapon's damage plus your strength.
I'll take the damage, 7. I actually did
7?
fucking something.
All
My
right.
question is, if you do grow to a size of a normal person, do you get more movement, or are you still stuck with 25 feet?
I don't know.
He's still stuck with 25 feet.
That's fucked.
That's
They're mean to
hilarious.
the small folk.
I would say so, yeah, but that's it.
All right. So you quickly draw your rapier out, and you're just like, just whipping at this thing, and now it's got a rapier just like sort of pinned through its leg.
I got it!
It's just like grasping its now bleeding leg just above the boot. All right, it is its turn now, and it's gonna make 2 more attacks on you, Zazel, because it knows it's brought you down before, and it knows that you're an impediment to it trying to get away.
It can't hit me. I'm twirling.
The natural dodge.
With a 5 and a 3, it literally cannot.
No, it can't.
Hey, let's go.
All right, it takes 2 swipes at you, and you just quickly just jump out of the way. It's moving slower now. Those big heavy boots of it are an impediment, as it's also just like bleeding on the floor. And it's slower further because it's got a rapier just sort of pinning through its leg. It's Glam's turn. I can't read.
I mean, that's okay.
Same.
I like the visual of me just punching this little guy in the face.
Oh, yeah.
We are Eldritch Blasting.
All right,
That would be a 23 to hit.
that hits overwhelmingly.
Oh god, this is a journey for this guy. That'll be 9 damage.
Walked away with that in your mouth.
9 damage. How would you like to make this thing die? Also, my cat just stole this. This is a whole paint bottle.
oh my god.
You got a little thief.
Sorry.
She will take anything she can steal.
Yep.
All right.
That-
How do you want to make this dead?
You killed it. Let's go.
I am trying to aim for the leg, but he is so fucking tiny. It just the blast charges up and then shoots it straight through the head.
It bounces off the rapier.
All right.
Ricochet.
Like,
Gun out, and instead of firing a bullet, that just like that swirl of that red gold energy, and you just faintly hear the dice rolling in the background as you just discharge, and it just blasts this thing right, light leaving the eyes, pouring out of the eyes 1 second later as it crumples singed to the ground.
the dice land as that happens. Oh shit.
Absolutely.
And just Glam's gonna collapse afterward like I've never taken a life. Just starts staring blankly.
Get over to Glam, put my hand out while I'm still bleeding profusely. Come on, and get up. It's not that bad.
Just going to let their form drop as they're trying to wrap their head around this and turn into their base changeling form. Just very pale white skin, white hair that darkens at the tips. Just and very, very short, like 5'2". 5'6" with the heels.
Gonna look over at Gray. Hey, thanks for picking me up. I probably shouldn't have underestimated them.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, those little dirty gnomes, those red caps are cheaters. I promise you. As he looks down at Flora, which he's pretty sure is a gnome.
Side-eye.
Those gnomes.
I'm going to just reach over and touch your shoulder and give you another cure wounds.
Well, thank you.
For 9.
9.
9.
Niet.
Thank you so much. I don't think I'm gonna get to my fight tonight, though. I'm still a little beat up and a little tired.
Fair enough.
Plus, I'm pretty sure we're all gonna have to go to the police station.
Just cursing to themselves in Sylvan.
Yo, Eli!
Yeah, and Eli's gonna kind of come around the door at this point, and well, just for your memories, we still got one in here that's napping, if you will. So
Napping?
maybe fix the face, as it were, young man. Young them? I don't know.
Yes, of course. We'll turn back into Jarrett. Clothes becoming less baggy on them.
Here, if you all don't want to get involved with this, I can take care of the whole police thing. I'll say I took all these things out. My reputation precedes me. They'll believe me. Your names will be not on the reports at all.
I would appreciate that. I don't particularly want to bring trouble to the tavern.
I am already, how you say, on quite a few people's shit list.
Are you
Yeah.
okay?
I've never killed anyone before. I don't like to fight, really. Running has always been an option for me. I couldn't allow this thing to keep hurting people, though.
You
honest.
probably helped a lot of other people on these roads, honestly. So.
And also with that, Gray, taking a look at these now that you've had the battle shock's not quite there, you recognize that, like, what they are, not who they are, but you know definitely what they are. And you would recognize that large booted fellow as a red cap, as
Zazel did not recognize it. He just saw their hats.
as Zazel mentioned, you know, he just saw it. It has like a trademark red cap on it, and it's got this big barbed sickle and a pair of heavy iron boots. And the other two inside you would have recognized as quicklings, but in the heat of, you know, less than 30 seconds or so, it's another thing entirely.
What are they doing here?
I know Glam has never been outside of the city, but would they know about these creatures at all? Just at the very
Make
least about them?
Make a history check, but disadvantage.
Of course. It's literally just like, are these the types of things that just roam around out there? That is a 5.
I do know what they are. And as the character knows what it is, but real person doesn't.
So all three of them are they tend to be sort of like mercenary, unaligned fey creatures. The two inside were quicklings, which are known to be, they're very small and they're extremely fast. Typically they're used for, you know, like either assault work, messenger work, or, you know, whatever. And the larger one, the red cap, they tend to be sort of like, yeah, like minor mercenaries, things of that nature within the Fey realm. Some of them tend to be a little more ambitious and will push towards like higher station.
Okay, and I will explain that all to everybody here.
All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna wait until the lady wakes up. I can take her back to the police station. We'll all come up with the same story. I took these things out in the woods and drug her back. We're gonna have to clean up the tavern though, so make sure it doesn't look like there's a fight that happened.
I'll clean up the tavern, and I'm just gonna head inside.
I mean-
All right.
Yeah.
I will say, I think we should probably put a pin in this one here, but great first game, friends.
Oh,
That was fun.
Yeah.
Woo! Let's go.
Everybody enjoyed.
That's fun. I'm gonna twirl.
It was a lot of fun. Thank you so much for inviting me. I'm glad we could play.
Absolutely.
Everything but you continually rolling nat 20s against me was fun.
Listen, I don't know how to help you there.
Dude, I'll take the nat 20s as long as I don't roll 2 nat 1s in one session. What the fuck?
And if you're interested in seeing when the next session drops, make sure you click that subscribe button. Until next time, please check out all of the lovely people who are in this campaign. Links in the description. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Take this kiss with you. Mwah. Goodbye.